and private coaching sessions for individuals and companies looking to take things to the next level. Contact us to schedule a free consultation. Issues today, don't delay, call Cuvée.
As technology continues to bring changes to the world of education, it's time we also reimagine teacher professional development. Gone are the days of one-size-fits-all learning that can only be accessed at a specific time and place. The Stride PD Center is an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses that allow educators to learn anytime and anywhere. Our dynamic courses provide bite-sized learning and help educators advance their knowledge while also gaining professional development hours. The best professional development plans are those that include a level of flexibility and choice for educators. Whether you're a teacher, school, or district, visit us today to take charge of your learning.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
This is Brian Fulford. A.D. Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
I'm returning to Clinton Paris, and Tampa's my community. I grew up here, went to school here, and my wife and I make our home here. What makes Tampa special are its people. So when I represent someone injured in my community, it's personal. Call my office and speak to a real lawyer and not some referral service. I will fight the insurance companies to get the settlement that you deserve. At the law office of Clinton Paris, we take the pain out of being hurt.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties through its programs Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and Parenting Education Coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentjax. Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties through its programs Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and Parenting Education Coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentjax.
The human voice has always connected audiences with experiences. Major brands all across America have trusted Kever's voice time and time again. Conversational, powerhouse, intelligent, and sincere. That's the voice you need for your creative marketing process. KEAVERSVOICE.com. Kever's Voice, Kever's Voice, KeversVoice.com. Always on, all the time.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him?
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
Itchy? Squirmy? Scratchy? Family not getting clean? Get Charmin Ultra Strong. Go get 'em! It just cleans better. With a diamond weave texture, your family can use less while still getting clean.
Goodbye, itchy squirm.
Hello, cream bottom.
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
At Hampton Law, our primary goal is to provide non-traditional yet effective solutions and redefine the approach to client legal concerns. As your trusted legal advisor, we believe in sophisticated, personalized services that eliminate the confusion and complexity sometimes associated with legal matters. Our high standard for client care and concern, coupled with our extensive legal knowledge and skills, make Hampton Law a resource focused on the protection of the client's interest and overall goals. We value our clients and truly enjoy working with them. Visit thamptonlaw.com to conveniently schedule an appointment online. Tamika Hampton Esquire, 1631 Rock Springs Road, Suite 336, Apopka, Florida, 407-494-1471. thamptonlaw.com.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him.
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From Novice. Good evening and welcome to Theodore A. Wright Stadium in Savannah, Georgia, on the campus of Savannah State University for Savannah State football right here on the Black College Sports Network. I'm Brian Fulford, and joining me up here in the box is Savannah State junior Travis Petty. Not a junior, but a junior in classification.
Yes,
Travis, it's a pleasure to be here with you. How you doing this evening?
I'm doing great, sir. Just we're out here live from Savannah State football, ready to win this game against Edward Waters.
Well, we have what I'd like to call an I-95 Tiger battle.
Yes, sir.
Between the Edward Waters University Tigers and the Savannah State University Tigers. This conference is full of tigers, lions and bears and all kinds of animals as well. But this one, look, if last year's game was any indication of what we're going to get today, I tell you, we're in for a treat. Last year, this was a 3-point ball game. Edward Waters driving with an opportunity to win the ball game in Jacksonville. Savannah State's defense came through and ended up with the victory. And I tell you what, the Edward Waters Tigers are here for payback.
Yes, sir. Coming into tonight's matchup, Savannah State is 2-2 off of a tough loss to Albany State. And you have Edward Waters coming in off of a big win against Morehouse University. So both teams coming in with a right to prove something.
Savannah State 1-1 in the SIAC. And Edward Waters now 1-2 in the SIC. Let's talk keys to the ball game for Savannah State. Of course, you mentioned the tough loss last week in Brunswick, Georgia at the inaugural Coastal City Classic between Albany State, 15-12. You know, at times, the way the score was going, I didn't know if we were looking at a baseball game or what. And with all the field goals, and of course, if you just knew if you were scoreboard watching, you would say, "Oh, it's nothing but field goals." But let's talk offensively here for Savannah State. What does Savannah State have to do offensively tonight in order to have more success and sort of get themselves back on the winning road going into the second half of the season?
So you guys, for the top 3 takeaways we have converting third downs. Last week against Albany State University, it was a lot of field goals, as you said before. Savannah State only had 11 first downs last week against Albany State, only resulting in 15 points in total. The second takeaway we have is not allowing costly penalties to put you in obvious passing situations. Savannah State is one of the top rushing teams in the SIAC conference, ranking 6th, but bottom tier in the terms of passing. So if you're Savannah State, you want to keep the game manageable for your quarterback. Don't make it an obvious passing situation. For your third takeaway, you want to score all turnovers. If you're Savannah State University, you have a top 5 passing defense who is going to get you turnovers and put you in the put you in a position to score off of your turnovers. You gotta make teams pay for turning the ball over. You can't just keep kicking field goals.
Savannah State won the toss, deferred, so they will kick off to Edward Waters, and they'll put their defense out on the field first, and that is the strength of Coach Aaron Kelton's team this year. What does the defense have to do with this explosive offense that Edward Waters is going to bring on the field today?
Savannah State must contain the duo of Jyron Russell and Johnny Jones of Edward Waters. They're both top 2 in their respective categories. Johnny yards receiving, and then you have Jyron Jones, who's a very explosive quarterback. He can throw and run. Both are top 5 in their respective categories. But if you're Savannah State, you're a top 5 passing defense. This is what you dream for. You want to come out here and show people that my team is legit and we can stop any duo.
Well, you know, it's interesting when I look at this Savannah State team and this program under Coach Kelton. They are under Kelton under 14 games, 7-7, 5-5 last year, 2-2 right now. And I think after talking to Coach Kelton on the phone, this is a team that is right at the point of saying we want to be more than just average. I really believe he feels like he's got the kind of defense now. If the offense can just convert, as you mentioned, if the offense can just, you know, finish drives, not kill themselves, they can match this great effort. And that's the thing. When you have a good defense and maybe even a great defense, the offense has to do their part.
Yes, sir. Talking to Coach Kelton before the game, he said we have to limit penalties on the defensive end and the offensive end. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. Savannah State is number 1 in total penalties and 3rd in yards per penalty. Last week against Albany State, they had 13 penalties for over 100 yards. As you said before, they're a 500 ball club. They're a good team, but one thing you can't do is beat yourself with costly penalties.
Well, we've got a beautiful afternoon here at Theodore Wright Stadium. Back to receive for Edward Waters. You've got number 6, Johnny Jones, as well as number 14, Norman Douglas. Kicking off for Savannah State will be number 27, Kenneth Lockhart. Big night in the SIAC. And we are underway here at Savannah State. That is Douglas on the return.
What a great tackle right there by Savannah State. Special teams will always put you in the position, and they make the tackle, put them in good field position, and on the defensive side of the ball, you got them right at the 20. Let's go ahead and get this 3 and out.
Hudson Primus with the tackle. There's 2 number 5, so I'm going to go with Hudson Primus and not Randy Scott. And so I'm going to apologize if, somebody's mom is watching and I might have called the wrong number 5. So here comes that Edward Waters offense, led by number 7, Jyron Russell, the 6'3" grad student from Grand Prairie, Texas. Edward Waters in a pistol. Russell rolling to his right, keeping the ball, and he's just going to toss that one out of bounds as nothing quite opened up.
Good defense right there by Savannah State. They played good containment, kept everything in front of them. That was good overall defense right there to make them throw it away. Keep it in 2nd and 10, keep everything in front of you.
Coach Kelton was he had high praise for his secondary in talking to him, and those guys are going to have their work cut out for him. 2nd down and 10. Russell in the pistol, single back to his right. Inside handoff. That is number 5, Deshaun Hugie, on the run.
Watch out for Savannah State's middle linebacker, number 28, Gary Davis, a big player on the Savannah State defense, as he is the vocal point of this defense. He's getting that tackle right there.
Ball spotted at the 25-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 6. Jones in motion inside to Hugie, breaking out to the left across the 30, pushed out of bounds at the 35. That's enough for a 1st down.
And if you're Savannah State, you got to get off the field right there. You came out, you had a good special teams play right there by your special teams. You got to get off the field right here.
Shuffling of receivers here for Edward Waters. Russell, and they go to a shift. 13:43 and counting here in the first quarter. There's a pitch to Edward Waters, running back. Hugie on the carry. His helmet came off at the end of the play, so he might have to come off. He will.
That's the same thing that happened with Savannah State last week. A lot of helmets flying off last week against Albany State. Seemed like he has cavered over right here, but you got to make that tackle right there where you had him at. You can't let him get more yards than what you gave him.
Interesting shifting and formations here by Edward Waters. Russell, single back, trips to the left. Jones in motion. Dropping back. And incomplete. That pass was intended for Nathan Rimbert. Rimbert and his receiving teammate, Johnny Jones, two of the top receivers in the SIAC.
And it's third down right here for Savannah State. You got to get off the field right here. Make them punt. Get the ball to your offense. You want to get this team off the field. Edward Waters' defense, as I said before, is a little shaky. You want to get the ball in your offensive hands. Get points up on the board. You need a 3-and-out right here.
Lots of shifting here for Edward Waters. Now we've got 4 receivers to the right. Another shift by Edward Waters. So 4 to the right, single to the left. Russell dropping back to pass. Finds an open man over the middle. And that is Johnny Jones. Tackle on the play appeared to be by number 29, DeAndre Creary. That's enough for a first down.
Too much time in the pocket right there for Savannah State. They gave him 3 to 4 seconds back there in the pocket. He scanned the field with nothing open, but when you give a quarterback that kind of time, he can find his body.
12:40 to play. Ball sitting at the 48-yard line. Russell has a single back. To his right, that's 22, Jontarius Thomas. Jones is in motion. Hand off to Thomas up the middle. And he got maybe about 2 or 3 yards.
You love to see that right there by Savannah State. Everybody flies to the ball. Everyone flies to the ball. See ball, get ball. Everybody goes to the ball. They fight for it, and they rip at that football right there.
.12:05 to play. Not quite at the 50-yard line, just shy, but statistically we'll say it's, no, they do put it back at the 49. So now it's at the 49, looking at second down and 9. There's that 4 receiver set to the left of Russell.
A lot of spreading it out right here. They're spreading Savannah State out right here.
Russell dropping back to pass, looking. And his intended target was number 18, Yanez Rogers. Had to go up high to try to come down with that, just a bit too high.
Good defense back there by Savannah State, number 7. Alik Booker right there. Great defense, forced the high throw right there. Third down right here.
This is now the third down of this drive.
Got to get off the field right here.
Single back now, it appears to be Thomas next to Russell. Russell drops. We've got offsides on the defense.
Free play.
Russell over the middle. Caught. It's caught by Johnny Jones. And we're going to say that name a lot.
Just as Coach Kelton said before, you can't give up penalties right here. You just gave him a free play right there. That's your first flag of the game. You can't give them penalties right here. As I said before, they had 13 penalties last week against Albany State. You can't start off right here by giving your first penalty and giving the offense a free play.
Penalty, of course, is declined. And Edward Waters has the ball now at the 34-yard line. First time in the Savannah State territory. Deshaun Hugie back into the contest for Edward Waters. He's the single back to the left of Russell. Looks like we're going to have a timeout, an official's timeout. I think an official left the flag back at the 50 somewhere. Clock will now restart again, 11:20.
Savannah State have one high safety right here. Toss out to the left.
Toss to the receiver. And a pair of Savannah State defensive players on the hit there. of number 24, Eric Hoff. Hoff got to the 30, just across the 30.
You love that right there, as I said, by Savannah State defense. Everyone flying to the ball like a tiger. They came in a pack of tigers right there.
At the 29-yard line.
A lot of hurry-up offense by Edward Waters right here.
Second down. Russell, Hughie, fakes the pass. It's caught on a slant by Rembert.
Oh, he fumbled the football.
What are they going to call here?
They call a touchdown.
They're going to call a touchdown. It's recovered by Rembert across the goal line.
Was he down? The play right now stands.
They are going to call that a touchdown. Well, no, let's make sure of that. Yes, they do call it a touchdown. They did signal touchdown. So Edward Waters gets their first score on a pass completion and a fumble with the recovery by Nathan Rembert.
And if you're Savannah State, this is not the way. This is not how you script your things to go out right here. You got to go out this play right here. Kick is good.
Irving Friedman with the extra point.
Oh, it is no good.
And it is no good. So just a little too early there on that one. And so with 10:40 to play, Edward Waters jumps out to an early 6-0 lead on Savannah State, whose offense will be on the field in just a moment. You're watching Savannah State football right here on the Black College Sports Network.
This to aficionado. Find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
When it comes to professional learning, teachers deserve better. From the leader in online learning, Stride brings you the Stride Professional Development Center, an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses that gives teachers choice and flexibility, allowing them to learn anytime and anywhere. Our dynamic courses provide bite-sized learning and help educators advance their knowledge while also gaining professional development hours. It's time you take charge of your learning. Visit us today to get started.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks...
On the return for Savannah State, number 32, Joseph Hampton.
And if you're Coach Cutting right here, you're telling the offense right here, we had a bad script right now. You have your offense coming back from a 6-0 lead. You want to keep everything manageable. You don't want to commit penalties to yourself. Keep everything manageable. 3rd and 4 and 3rd and 5. Starting quarterback is Jaden Adams. Great. He had an overall decent game against Albany State, but he has to come right here against Edward Waters. Put the ball in the end zone. No field goals right here.
1st and 10 for Savannah State. Ball on the 31. Jaden Adams. And a pistol. There's a handout, and it's met by a host of Tigers. First on the play was number 98 for Edward Waters.
And Edward Waters is one of the bottom-tier defenses in this league. Both offense and both the offense of Savannah State and the defense of Edward Waters are not the best in their specific categories, but this is going to be which unit steps up. Whichever unit steps up, this is going to determine the winner of this ball game.
2nd down and 15. Adams across the middle. Pass complete to number 11, the tight end, Julian Roberts.
And that's what you want to see right there from Savannah State, from Jaden Adams. Get the ball out quick. You don't want to hold it. You do not want to hold it. You want to get the ball out quick, get into your playmakers' hands, and let them make the play.
In the backfield with Adams is number 0, Shamarcus Poole. And we'll set the rest of those starters in the pistol. In motion there is Roberts to the left of Adams. Dropping back to pass, scrambling. This is what he does best. Gets away from a defender on the sideline, going down the field. And tried to throw it into an open area. His intended target appeared to be number 17, Deshaun Mitchell. But Adams did a good job of trying to buy some time. And, it's sort of one of those scramble drills. When you're moving like that, somebody's got to get open. And I think he thought Mitchell was going to advance a little further than he did. So it's the punt here. Back to receive for Edward Waters is Nathan Rembert. Kenneth Lockhart punting for Savannah State. 9:14 to play. The punt is good. Rembert standing on his own 30, calls for fair catch. He'll have it at the 31. 9:08 to play. What's your assessment of the opening drive here for Savannah State from the defense, last drive you saw?
Not the way that you want it to be scripted out, but if you're Savannah State, you got him. You can't let Edward Waters come out, take the lead on you right here. You got to come out right. You got to get off the field on third downs, as Coach Kelton said before. Don't commit penalties. Get off the ball on third downs. You got to get off the field. You can't let Edward Waters go dink and dunk all the way down the field. And if you're on the offensive end for Savannah State, that was the drive you wanted, but no one seemed to get open on third down. But you have to get a turnover on your defensive side right here.
1st and 10 for Edward Waters. Ball spotted at the 31. Russell dropping back to pass. Across the middle. Wide open is Jones racing across the 20. Check that. That's Deshaun Hugie. Hugie running wide open.
Like Savannah State was in a 3-deep zone right there. They sent someone in motion right there. He split right between the seams, wide open right there. As Coach Kelton said before, you cannot give up the big plays. Things are already starting out in a negative light for Savannah State.
Touchdown saving tackle there for Savannah State. And the ball will be down at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 11. Multiple shifts here for Edward Waters. Russell, that's Hugie to his left.
But they're showing blitz.
Russell keeping pitch to Hugie up the sideline, out of bounds at the 5.
It was a kind of a spread. It was kind of a spread read option right there. He pitched it to the running back. Missed tackle right there by Savannah State, able to gain more yards than what they accounted for.
They say he went out of bounds at the 6. So right back to the line of scrimmage. A quick substitution here.
Edward Waters running a lot of hurry-up offense right here. I don't see no one going into the huddle. It's kind of a fast pace. As soon as they get the first down, they're high-pitched.
Jontarius Thomas, the single back next to Russell. He gets the handoff to his right, up the middle, powering to about the 1 yard line. So that's about a 5-yard run. No, check it. They're going to say he spotted at the 2. He needed to get the 1 to get the first down. So he's about a yard away now. So 3rd and 1, just 2 yards away from another touchdown. Savannah State's got to come up with a stop here.
What is to be huge? Confusion right there.
Russell rolling to his left, walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Edward Waters. Their second of the contest. And that time, Jaron Russell kept that one.
So right now, you guys, if I'm Jaden Adams of Savannah State, we got to get a drive to go on right here. Our defense gave up 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. We haven't even reached the second quarter, and we're down. You got to come up right here. You got to get points. But on the defensive side, you kind of put your offense into a hole. This is not their strong suit of passing the ball.
Irving Friedman on to kick the extra point for Edward Waters. Kick snap is up, and the kick is good this time. So with 7:01 remaining in the first quarter, Edward Waters has jumped out to a 13-0 lead over Savannah State. We'll take a short break. You're watching Savannah State football right here on the Black College Sports Network.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes 90% faster, absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with the totally reinvented Always Ultra Thins. This is always like never before.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help.
Back to live action here. 7:01 remaining. Edward Waters jumping out to a 13-0 lead on their 2 possessions. A bit of a squibber received back at the 24-yard line. And that was number 39 for Savannah State on the return back. That's Zaire Williams.
Coming right here out of Savannah State right here. You're in the offensive huddle. We got to get points right here. We're down 13-0 right now. We got to get points right here, but there's no rush right here. You can still run the ball. You're not in any passing situation. You're only down 2 touchdowns. 1 field goal, 1 touchdown puts you right back in this situation.
Jaden Adams, the quarterback. In the pistol formation now as Shamarcus Poole is to his left. Man in motion inside the Poole. Nope, Adams keeps it, running left.
He has
to
blockers
the outside
right there.
And driven out of bounds. Let's see if they throw a flag because the Edward Waters defender rode him hard out of bounds, but no flag on the play.
And that's what
gain of about 8, maybe 9 yards on that.
And that's what you want to see right there from Savannah State, picking up the first down, nothing big. You want to get into your quarterback's hand, let him make the play. Let's keep moving the ball down the field. Let's keep getting these first downs.
D'Angelo Sapp was the defensive back on that tackle. 2nd down and 1 for Adams. Poole is to his left. Adams dropping, goes a quick screen over to Poole, over the middle to the 40. Across to the 35-yard line. That's a big play, big pickup of about 15 yards. That's a first down for Savannah State. Their first of the afternoon, or evening, rather.
Now, that's a good play call right there in the screen play. You have Edward Waters pass rusher. They're coming after Jaden Adams. You want to set up a quick screen play, get their pass rushers guessing and thinking. First down right here for Savannah State.
Ball spotted at the 36-yard line. Adams in the shot, in the pistol. Poole to his left.
This has a blitz coming right
Hand off the Poole. Ooh, tackled for loss behind the line of scrimmage by number 26 for Edward Waters. Amont Jordan on the tackle. That'll be a tackle for loss of about 4 yards.
And they came out right there. They sent the blitz right up the middle to contain our run right there with the loss of 2 yards. 2nd and 12 right here, Savannah State. You do not have to get it all back at once. You can cut it in half, make it 3rd and manageable, and you can still keep it. You can still get this first down.
Adams in the shotgun. Poole is to his right. Fakes, looking, rolling to his right, looking downfield, has a man wide open, intended for number 17, Mitchell. He looked like he guided that ball instead of just throwing it to Mitchell. It goes a little bit high and out of bounds.
And it was a nice play call right there. They got Jaden Adams running to his strong side. It was a shotgun sprint right. You had a deep out and then an out underneath. He had him wide open. That was number 17, Chris Green Jr. on the speed out, but he just overthrew him. 3rd and 12 right here. Watch out for number 4 right here for Savannah State. He's their big play. He's their big play receiver right here, Devin Thompson.
3rd and long for Adams.
Like they're creeping the safety down right here for Edward Waters.
By himself, stepping back, looking to throw. Quick slant. Hits his intended target. That's number 17. That is Mitchell. And he picks up the first down with the power run after first contact. And the ball is going to be spotted at the 17-yard line. Another first down. Move those chains for the Tigers.
Nice quick play right here. Quick slant on 3rd and long to pick up the first down.
They're going quick here. Pistol now. Poole. Nope. Adams keeps it across the middle to the 5-4-3. That is a touchdown. Savannah State.
Brent Carr
powers his way across the line.
And that's how you answer right there for Savannah State. You come out, you make a statement, let your defense know we have your back right here. All you need is to get one stop. We still have it for you. Great pitch and throw right here by Jaden Adams. Like it was a run-pass option right there. It was a slant right there by Brent Carr. Touchdown.
Kenneth Lockhart on to kick the extra point. The snap, a bit of a bobble, and
that's what you don't want to see right there. You had an easy field goal to make it 7-13. Now you're down 6-13. That's a kind of a momentum shifter, if you would like to say right there. You got a touchdown right here, but you missed the snap right here.
Well, Demike Colbert was the holder, so he did a good job of not throwing it. And look, it's only 6 points, but given the fact that Edward Waters didn't score or the extra point, you're still within a touchdown. Our score with 4:14 to play. Edward Waters 13, Savannah State 6.
Great response right there by Savannah State. Overall, you got to love it right there. That's totally the opposite of what they did last week, as they only conquered field goals. Great response to make it 6-13. As you said before, they're only down 1 touchdown. Defense has to get a stop right here. It's mandatory.
Trying to look and see if I've got my live stats up. Live stats not working just yet, but as soon as we have some live stats here, we'll let you know. So kicking off for Savannah State, Kenneth Lockhart. Back to receive at the 3-yard line is number 14 for Edward Waters. That's Norman Douglas. And he gets the ball out to, looks like they're going to spot that at about the 29. Nope, they move it back a hair to about the 27.
And if you're Savannah State, you have to get pressure on the Edward Waters quarterback. He's had all day back there. He's been running, throwing. You got to get pressure on. You got to rattle him. They come out a too high safety look right here.
Jaron Russell. He's got trips to his left, 2 receivers to his right by himself. Spread for Russell, dropping back. It's quarterback keeper. Avoids a couple of tacklers, but nope.
Gang tackle.
First on the play, it appeared to be number 51 and 54.
Gotta love that right there by Savannah State. They gang tackle, only pick up a gain of 1 or 2 yards. Keep it second and long, keep everything in front, as I said before. When you see ball, get ball, everybody everyone run to the football.
So no gain on the play. Makes it now 2nd and 10. Again in a 5-receiver set. Russell dropping back. This time he's looking to pass. Going deep across the middle, wide open is Nathan Rembert at about the 45-yard line, just shy of midfield, and that's an Edward Waters first down.
And that was the cornerback from Savannah State, number 29, DeAndre Creary. Good cornerback right there, but like the number 3 from Edward Waters found a spot in the zone. Good pitch and throw right there by Edward Waters. Picked up a first down.
Ball spotted on the 46-yard line on their own territory. Russell, single back is Thomas. Thomas on the carry off to the right side, up the right sideline.
Great tackle.
And he is upended there by number 19 of Savannah State.
Drayshawn Dog is on the tackle right there. Savannah State, you cannot have your safeties coming up to make the tackle. That was a gain of almost 9-10 yards right there. Second and 2, I believe, for Edward Waters.
On the 46 in the Savannah State territory now. But it's 2nd down, 2nd and 2. Russell in the shotgun. Thomas to his left. Hands it to Thomas. Running right. He is met there, right there by number 54. We talked about that young man, that freshman right there, number 54, Xavier Eskelian, the freshman from Charlotte, North Carolina. Coach Kelton told me to watch out for that young man. Really impressed by the way he played last week, and that young man's future is very bright in this defense.
He had an overall great day last week against Albany State and 1 sack.
Savannah State trying to get guys off the field quickly here on the substitution. They do. Here we go. Trips to the left, single back. Edward Waters steps back for a second to check as Russell checks. 10 seconds on the play clock. Down to 5. In motion is Jones. 3 seconds. 2. Well, yeah, I didn't think so. There's a timeout. Yep, there's a timeout.
They got it off.
Yeah, no, well, there's a timeout by Edward Waters. And so with 1:24 to play, we'll step away for that timeout. You're watching Savannah State football right here on the Black College Sports Network.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
This is Brian Fulford. A.D. Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find it. Third down here for Savannah State. 1:24 to play here in the first quarter.
Savannah State has not had a 3-and-out on defense since the game started. You need this third down stop right here.
Edward Waters shifts from a tight formation to a spread. Russell with a single back to his right. That was Hugie. Russell dropping, looking. Here comes the rush. Trying to avoid it to his right. He's pushed out to the sideline. Finds a man downfield and is caught by Johnny Jones.
Gosh, you needed that stop right there. You had containment, but overall he made the plays with his legs. First down, Edward Waters.
To the 31-yard line. And that is why Johnny Jones is one of the top receivers in the SIAC.
And if you're Savannah State, you did everything well right there. It's just a great play by Jiron Jones of Edward Waters.
So now 1st and 10. Russell in the shotgun. Single back is Hugie. There's Hugie. He's tripped up there. Good tackle there. That appears to be, that was number 7 for Savannah State. Akeek Booker, who was able to trip up Hugie. 34 seconds left as we're in the final 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Ball spotted just over the 30-yard line. They've got to run one more play. It's 10 seconds on the clock, about a 6-second difference. 5 seconds. Douglas in motion. There's the inside handoff. It's Hugie. He breaks out wide. 20, 15, cuts back. He's wrapped up there by number 14, and another touchdown-saving tackle for Savannah State. But there's a flag on the play, though, at the line of scrimmage.
Hopefully this can help out Savannah State right here.
I think it's coming back because there might have been a illegal shift. Yeah. So a 5-yard penalty brings the ball back.
And if you're Savannah State, this flag right here kind of helps out your defense right here as we have an injury timeout right here for Edward Waters.
And that's Deshaun Hugie, who's down on the ground. Hugie, the senior from Winter Haven, Florida, has been a part of this Edward Waters program and a major running back. Kind of shaking off that left leg. Might just be a little tweak. I think I saw him give him a thumbs up to the sideline. And he jogs off, so he definitely is going to be okay. So we have 3 seconds left. I believe they have to run a play. So it's second down. Second down and 13. Ball spotted at the 34-yard line. No, the play clock is rolled, so they do not have to run another play, and that's how the quarter ends. Into the first quarter, Savannah State 6, Edward Waters 13. We'll step away and bring you back here for the second. You're watching Savannah State football right here on the Black College Sports Network.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
This is Brian Fulford. A.B. Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
I'm returning to Clinton Paris, and Tampa's my community. I grew up here, went to school here, and my wife and I make our home here. What makes Tampa special are its people. So when I represent someone injured in my...
Let us know when we're back. Back to live action here. Start of the second quarter. Edward Waters now going from our left to right now. Second down, Russell dropping back. There's pressure in the pocket. Oh, and there is a sack there. Yes, indeed.
There you go, Savannah State. You needed that pressure right there. You needed some type of momentum shifter on your defense. Edward Waters has been going up and down the field on your defense. That was a big sack by Savannah State.
Nathan Chisholm there with the sack. And now it'll be third and really long for Edward Waters. Ball's back at the 40-yard line.
And this is what you want to see from Savannah State's defense. You want third and longs. You want your pass rusher to get after the quarterback, keep everything in front of you on this possession.
They need to get to the 22 to get the first down. Thomas is the back, sort of in a pistol to the right of Russell. Dropping back, pressure at the middle. Russell looking, going. He's got a man wide open on the sideline, but he overthrows his intended target. That was Rembert. Correction, that was Johnny Jones. He was wide open, and there's an injured player on the field for Savannah State, number 93.
And if you're Savannah State, you cannot lose Johnny Jones right there. He's wide open. He should be your main vocal point. Luckily, the quarterback, Jaron Russell, overthrew him right there. But if you're Savannah State defense, you'll take the 3 and out. But next time, you cannot leave their star receiver wide open.
That's Michael Becton, who's able to come off the field. Becton, a 5'11 freshman from Jenkins High School right here in Savannah.
They're going to punt it right here.
On the punt for Edward Waters.
Seems like we have some referees. Seems like we have the referee timeout right here.
So Savannah State called a timeout. That'll give us a chance to step away as well. You're watching Savannah State football on the Black College Sports Network.
I'm returning to Clinton Paris, and Tampa's my community. I grew up here, went to school here, and my wife and I make our home here. What makes Tampa special are its people. So when I represent someone injured in my community, it's personal. Call my office and speak to a real lawyer and not some referral service. I will fight the insurance companies to get the settlement that you deserve. At the law office of Clinton Paris, we take the pain out of being heard.
Since 2002, empowerment.
So Edward Waters will punt here. Caden Buchanan, the punter right now, back to receive. Number 21 for Savannah State Correction. That was A.J. Brown, or A.J. Brown is back for Savannah. And that ball is going to take a Edward Waters roll. Let's see, did he stop it at the 1, or are they going to say it's a touchback? No, they're going to say that is a touchback, as the return team was not able to control themselves. Correction on that. The punter is actually Irvin Friedman. My apologies on that.
Yeah, and And if you're Jaden Adams right here, Savannah State, you want to come out, put another drive right here together. He almost perfect on the drive. They converted third downs, got the ball in their playmakers' hands. If you're coming right, you have confidence right here. Even though you missed the kick, you believe that you can go up and down the field on this Edward Waters defense.
1st and 10 for Savannah State. As Jaden Adams under center right now. There's the handoff, the single backer on the right side is A.J. Whoa, hurdles a man. Number 21, A.J. Brown.
And that's what you love to see right there. A pick up of 7, 8 yards right there on the stretch play to your right. Keep it second and manageable. You want to get this first down. You do not want 30 and longs if you're Savannah State's offense. That's what you love to see right there.
And he hurdled a man doing all that. So Savannah State coming out in a bit of a different formation here to open that second quarter. Now they go back to the more traditional shotgun, pistol. Brown a yard behind Adams. The snap was a bit to the right, but Brown recovered it, and first on the tackle there for Edward Waters. It appears to be number 35.
First down right there for Savannah State. You love it right there. Keep running the ball. You want to keep running the ball. You see Edward Waters bringing their safeties down. That's just a quick play action to kill them right here. They're going to keep bringing their safeties down.
Jaquin Stinson on the tackle there. All right, here we go. Third down for Savannah State.
They call them short.
3rd and 4. Brown. Adams keeps. Rolling to his left. Hits his intended target. First down, 30 at 35-yard line. And that's a nice play there to number 43.
And that's what you want to see from Savannah State offense right there. You want to keep the Edward Waters defense moving from sideline to sideline. You want them to play both ends of the field. You want to get Jaden Adams moving. You don't want him just sitting back there in the pocket. You want him sprinting out right and left. Make the defense accountable for his arms and his legs.
Quavian Bell on the reception. First down for Savannah State, just across the 35. Ball spotted right at the 35. Adams dropping. He's going deep. And about 5 yards outside of or ahead of his intended target, number 17, Deshaun Mitchell, who had to do a little looking over his shoulder, left, right, not quite on the same page there with Adams.
But I love it, though. You have Edward Waters there bringing their safeties down. They're going to leave their corners one-on-one with Savannah State wide receivers. But you love that deep throw because that lets Edward Waters defense know, I will throw it deep on you.
Got to keep those guys honest in the back, in the secondary. So now second down and 10. Adams dropping back to throw. And Brown took his eyes off of it. The ball hit his hands right about the 41, 42-yard line, and I think he was ready to go up the field before he actually had it. But that was a nice throw there by Adams.
And those are the drops that kill you right there because Savannah State is not a very good team at converting third downs. It's now 3rd and long. You put your offense in a situation that they're not very comfortable with.
11:54 to play here in the second. Adams dropping back. He's going to run. It's a keeper. And he is tackled right as soon as he crossed the path of big number 98 for Edward Waters.
2 straight passing plays for Savannah State. You did not put the ball on the ground, which is your strong suit. You want to come out next time, put the ball on the ground. That's how you were able to get first downs. You put the ball on the ground, make it. You want to split the drive in half. Not their strong suit right there, passing the football right there.
That was Ja'Cory Foster on the tackle. So punting situation here for Savannah State. And back to receive is Johnny Jones, standing at about the 24-yard line. The punt is off. Jones stands on the 24. Everyone tries to vote it. Jones did pick it up, though, at the 17. He's on the left side, up the left sideline, 40 across midfield. Racing by the punter, gets by the punter up the sideline, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, looking for flags, and there is one.
back at the 40-yard line.
Let's see what it says right here, because this will be a killer. This will be a killer if Savannah State goes down 2 touchdowns. Let's see what they call right here.
Interesting strategy there by Jones. He stood still, waited for it to bounce a couple times, and then at the last second, picked it up, and he scooted, gone up the left side. Waiting to see what this flag is. It's over on the side right in front of the Edward Waters bench. Coach Toriano Morgan pleading there with the sideline official. Here comes the white hat with the call.
Get the ref.
Legal block in the back by the return team. So that's going to nullify. Big break for Savannah State there.
A huge break. If you're Errol Waters, that's kind of an iffy call. You're going to call it block in the back, but that would have been a huge play for Errol Waters. Not so Savannah State. You just got helped out right there by that block in the back. Your defense has to come out and get a stop. You got to stop on the last drive. You can come out. You're on your 50-yard line. Let's go ahead and get a stop right here. Get the ball back to our offense.
So the ball is spotted right at midfield on the 50-yard line. Left hash mark. And that's where Jyron Russell will come out, leading this Edward Waters offense. And right behind him, number 22, Jontarius Thomas. He'll shift to his right. We haven't seen Deshaun Hugie yet. Of course, he was down. There's Thomas up the middle, left side. Multiple Savannah State Tigers there, number 54 and 26, both on the tackle.
4, 5, 6 yards of pop on the run game. You got to slow down the running game. The running game opens up everything up for this Edward Waters offense. You got to find out able to slow the run game down.
Pistol again for Edward Waters. Thomas behind Russell. Russell calls for it. He fakes, rolls left, throws left. On the sideline.
And that was a good tackle by Savannah State. That was number 19, Drayshawn Dawkins. Great tackle right there by him.
Raven Moore with the tackle, or with the reception for Edward Waters, getting across the 35. That's a first down, so it'll be 1st and 10 on the 35. Savannah State 35-yard line.
Man, walking off the field right. He got to sprint off the field right here. A lot of communication right here by Savannah State's defense.
Man in motion is Douglas. Russell, inside handoff to Thomas, cuts to the left side, and met up by a host of Tigers. First on the play, number 19, Drayshawn Dawkins.
And this is what you don't want to see if you're Savannah State defense. You do not want the running back getting up to your second level. You do not want your safeties having to tackle. You need your front seven to come together, say we're going to stop this run, because right now Errol Waters seems they're just going to run the ball right up the middle.
2nd and 2. Ball on the 27. Russell looking to pass. Throwing left, decides to just chuck it out of bounds. Smart decision there for Russell.
He was looking right there for number 3, Nathan Rambert for Edward Waters, but Savannah State did a great job of covering it. He had a deep out, he had an out route, and then he had a streak right on the top of him to try to clear the way to defense, but Savannah State stayed disciplined, stayed in their flat area. Good overall sound defense right here. You need this stop right here, 3rd down.
8:56 to play. That's Rembert in motion, coming back to the line. Let's see if they don't go power. Again, there's Rembert in motion. Russell inside. It's a keeper there, and met up by a host of Tigers. First there on the play was number 54, Xavier Eskelian. I don't think he picked up any yardage. He may have got 1. So it'll bring up a 4th and 1, and now it looks like another running back is down for Edward Waters. It's Thomas, number 22. As he got met by a host of Tigers and sort of lifted in the air rather. And he's going to be, looks like, I don't know if it's a cramp. Oh, yeah, looks like it might be a cramp there. You can tell by that reaction of the head.
It is a bit of a muggy evening, and he's going to try to jog or hobble it off here. The sun has set here in Savannah. I'm sure at any moment. We haven't seen the lights come on yet, as there's only a little bit of sun hanging out on the bleachers there on the Edward Waters side of the field, but the rest of the field here is covered. So I'm sure at any moment, maybe even close to halftime here, we'll see the lights come on here.
It looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down right here. Let's see what Savannah State does, if they're going to draw them offside or if this is for real.
Well, this from here it'd be about a 42-yarder. So I think the way you've been running it, Edward Waters goes pistol with 2 backs, inside handoff to number 0, big hole gets across the 25. That's going to be a 1st down.
Killer right there. You got to get off the field right here. You want to get off the field right here. They want to go for it on 4th down. You got to make them pay. They want to go for it on 4th. That should have been a turnover on down, but that's a drive killer for Savannah State and a drive mover for Edward Waters.
They went to the big tight end, number 0, Ravion Moore, 6'3", 220 junior from out of the ATL. And now 1st and 10. Now Deshaun Hughie's back in for Edward Waters, as he is to the left of Russell. Russell fakes handoff across the middle. Slant route to Johnny Jones. No, check that. That is number 18 for Edward Waters. Yanez Rogers from Deerfield Beach, Florida, on a nice post slant, and no defender in sight there.
Just with the way that Edward Waters has been running the football, Savannah State linebacker sucked up by the play action. A slant right behind them. Touchdown right there. I believe number 7, Alik Booker, thought he had the interception. He went for the interception. I guess he thought he kind of missed.
Guessed wrong.
Yeah, guessed wrong, yeah.
7:30 to play. The extra point attempt is good. So our score, Savannah State 6, Edward Waters 20. We'll step away. You're watching Savannah State football on the Black College Sports Network.
2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties through its programs Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and parenting education coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentjax. Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties through its programs Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and parenting education coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources.
7:30 remaining in the first half. Savannah State trailing by 2 possessions, 20-16 to their rivals on I-95.
Short kick right here.
Short kick. Return on the play by number 32 for Savannah State, Joseph Hampton.
And if you're Savannah State, you've been flirting around with a 2-touchdown lead this whole game. You've been down 2 touchdowns, 1 touchdown. You got to get a drive going right here, 6-20. You can still get a touchdown before half. Get your defense back on the field, get a stop, and get points right before halftime. This game is not over. Jaden Allen has been playing a decent game right here. He's doing what he needs to do, putting the ball in the playmakers' hands, getting out, moving left to right. Overall, good sound from Savannah State's offense.
We have lights here at Theodore Wright Stadium here as we begin this drive. Jaden Adams, inside handoff to Poole. Poole cutting across and getting across the 35. They're going to spot him down at the 35. Shamarcus Poole on the carry.
And that's what you want to see right there. Savannah State picking up. They're going to their play to your strengths, run the football. As I'm constantly saying, run the football. Make it easier on your quarterback.
Jaden Adams, handoff again to Poole. Poole up the middle. Powering his way. That's another 5-yard gain right at the 40. Ooh, I got one sideline coming in at just shy of it, one on it. So it'll be just a hair short. It'll be 3rd and 1 as a 4-yard gain there by Poole. So 2 consecutive runs up the middle. Good job by that offensive line here of Savannah State.
Play to your strengths, Savannah State. Play to your strengths.
Adams in the shotgun pistol with Poole. He keeps it, throws to the sideline. It's a bit high and dropped. That pass was high, intended for Demike Colbert. He did catch, well, he did put his hands on it, wasn't able to bring it down.
It looks like Jaden is waving off the punt. He's waving off the
He wants
punt.
to go
he wants
for
to go
it.
for it. Yeah,
he should, because I know he's probably kicking himself for that.
He had him wide. It was just
interesting
right
play decision there to now they go 4th and 1 and line up under center. Maybe this should have been 3rd down. I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles push. He tried to hold the ball over, and let's see what the officials call, because he tried to hold the ball over where the potential first down would be. Then it got knocked out of his hands. Edward Waters recovers it, but the sideline is going to say that his forward progress was stopped there. That's enough for a first down. That was risky.
And if you see Coach Cutton right there talking to Jaden, next time, don't stick the ball over right there. Easy turnover right there.
That's a play you do at the goal line. I'm not sure if you do that to get a first down, but I love the thinking here. Jaden Adams, a young man who's doesn't have a whole lot of starts under his belt, but you can see the growth week to week. Coach Kelton really loves the future, and actually not the future, but what this young man is providing right now. Bit of a high snap inside to Poole. So Poole again on the carry, gain of about 2.
You want to make those safeties come down from Arrowwood. They're running a lot of too high right here on the drive, on that possession right there, on the too high side. You want to make those safeties come down right here. Cut the drive in half.
5 minutes remaining. Ball spotted at the 42. This drive has a feel like Savannah State, who gets the ball to start the second half, wants this to be possibly the last drive of the half. Adams, he's by himself though. Throwing, finds his target on the right sideline. That pass is complete to number 5, Randy Scott. Scott picked up about 9 yards.
Oh, they're going to call him short.
Yeah, he's going to be short, 3rd and 1. Ball spotted at the 49. Ends up being maybe about a gain of 7 there. Let's see now if Savannah State lines up under center. Nope, they're going to go shotgun again. This time Adams is by himself, though, so it might be a quarterback option. Nope, here comes the tailback to his left. Inside handoff up the middle, across the 40. That's going to be a first down, across 50, into Edward Waters' territory.
What a great block by Kyle Frazier, the right tackle. He made room right there to give Savannah State that first down. Great block by Kyle. Keep the drive going. Let's go make it 13-20. You go make it 13-20. You get the ball at half. You still have time to win this football game.
49 yards to go to see that happen, though. Under 4 minutes to go. That last run was by Hampton. Hampton is the single back behind Adams, who's now under center. Takes the snap, handoff to Hampton, running right side, and he's met by a host of Edward Waters Tigers. Might have lost a yard, or at least no gain on the play. Brings up second down. Ball spotted at the 49, no gain on the play.
Let's see what Savannah State does right here. They're in kind of a pickle right here. Would you throw the ball? Would you run the ball? Let's see what they decide to do right here.
2nd and 10 for Savannah State. Adams in the pistol. Hampton to his right. He's dropping back the pass. Looking. Here's some pressure up the middle. Hits his target, number 17, and he is lifted off the ground. Nice catch there by Deshaun Mitchell.
Found a spot in the zone, move the ball, keep the chains moving. Great quarterbacking by Jaden Adams. He knew he was going to get hit. Edward Waters sent the blitz from the secondary. Jaden Adams stood in the pocket, delivered a dime right between the zone, pick up the first down, Savannah State.
Ball is spotted on 33. Under 2:30 to play. Savannah State using the clock, doing a great job on this drive. This drive started with 7:30 to play, and they've used about 5 minutes of the clock right now, and they're into Edward Waters territory. 1st and 10. Adams dropping back to pass by himself, scrambling, looking, throwing out of bounds to his right. Good decision. Being pressured there by number 98, Foster.
Great decision right there by Jaden Adams. Edward Waters was in a cover 2 right there, trying to keep everything in front of him. 2 high safeties. You have the safeties are meant to keep everything in front of them. Nothing gets deep. They want to prevent the big play. They want to prevent a touchdown right before halftime. Good decision by Jaden Adams as well, though.
Second down and 10. Adams by himself. He's got 3 receivers to his left. Check that. He's got a man to his right. He decides to keep quarterback run up the middle across the 25, 20 to the 15-yard line. Jaden Adams with a good run. First down. Oh, but there's a flag on the play. Back around the line of scrimmage, and then an Edward Waters defensive lineman fell down, and he's holding his knee, so I'm not sure if it's a cramp or what, but he went down quickly. Let's see what the call is. Offsides called against the defense. So first down for Savannah State on the planned quarterback keeper.
Jaden Adams communicating with the sideline right here.
So they mark it actually at the 16-yard line. Savannah State huddling up, taking their time on this drive. Using the clock. Doing a great job on this drive. There's a whistle. Looks like we're going to have a timeout here by Edward Waters. So to give us a chance with 1:41 to step away, you're watching Savannah State football right here on the Black College Sports Network.
Itchy, squirmy, scratchy, family not getting clean? Get Charmin Ultra Strong. Go get 'em. It just cleans better. With a diamond weave texture, your family can use less while still getting clean.
Goodbye, itchy squirm. Hello, cream bottom.
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
At Hampton Law, our primary goal is to provide non-traditional yet effective solutions and redefine the approach to client legal concerns. As your trusted legal advisor, we believe in sophisticated, personalized services that eliminate the confusion and complexity sometimes associated with legal matters. Our high standard for client care and concern, coupled with our extensive legal knowledge and skills, make
1st and 10. Handoff to Poole, running right side. Along the right edge, across the 10-yard line to about the 9-8-yard line.
Right off the butt of Cal Frazier. It was a sweep to the right off the butt of Cal Frazier. Poole made something. He was there, but he made some of the plays on his own. Picked up a good game right there.
Make sure to stay here live as we have a halftime show here featuring the Savannah State Powerhouse of the South Marching Band and Edward Waters University Band as well. Adams, keeper, right side, getting to the sideline. I think he's going to have enough for the first down. Yeah, that's going to be a first down. He got to the 6-yard line. So 45 seconds. The clock's still rolling, though.
You want to score a touchdown. You move the ball this far. You not want a field goal. You want a touchdown right here. Now he moved the ball.
He went out of bounds. I'm surprised that clock did not roll. Although I did see the sideline official say he went out of bounds. And even in the last minute, I think the clock does stop. I know there are new rules in the NCAA this year, but in the final, I believe it's the final minute, the clock does stop at the end of each half. And so let's see. They reset the 45. And they roll that. No, they're rolling the game clock. So that's kind of interesting here. And so Savannah State is going to call a timeout. He's going to have a question, Coach Kelton is, with the white hat, because seems to be a little clock confusion here. We've got 24 seconds left.
And that's what you see from Coach Kelton right there. You see Jaden Adams talking to him as well. I got out of bounds, but they don't seem to put the clock back to 45 seconds, which was the time he went, which is the time that was on the clock when he went out of bounds.
Well, the sideline official did happen to signal that the clock needs to keep rolling. But again,
and that's what seems to be the talk right here between Coach Kelton and the referee. But both teams broke the huddle from each sideline. It's like they're going to play it with 24 seconds left. They're not going to rewind the clock back. 24 seconds left.
No, they're not. So the timeout, Savannah State still has one in their pocket. So 24 seconds left. Adams in the shotgun, dropping back. Pressure up the middle. Nearly intercepted. That's a tough throw from the right hash mark, throwing left. His intended target was number 0, Shamarcus Poole.
And Jaden Adams stood in there and took the hit again. Edward Waters sent a blitz off the edge. Poole went out in motion, went to the flat. The line did not pick up the blitzer. Adams was drilled right there as he tried to throw it to the left. And it was almost picked off by Edward Waters.
I would rather see that ball going forward towards the end zone than the sideline, because, again, that almost turned into a pick six. But here we go, 2nd and goal. Adams throwing. This time he goes to the end zone, to the back of the corner. Flag on the play. Touchdown. Touchdown to number 4, Brent Carr.
There's a flag on the field. It's like it's going to be pass interference.
Yeah, most likely it is. I see the back judge signaling holding against the defense. I believe that is Carr's 2nd touchdown of the day. A little bit of pushing and jostling going on there.
And it has to be pass interference on Edward Waters. There's a lot of hand fighting going on. Touchdown.
Touchdown for Savannah State. That was a beautiful throw by Jaden Adams, and that's what the future looks like for Savannah State with that young man under center. That was a nice throw with some nice touch.
Nice drive, nice everything. It was an overall nice drive for Savannah State. Nice throw by Jaden Adams. Overall, great drive right here. You made it 12-20. Looks like they're going to go for 2 right here to cut it down to 6. And they get the ball at halftime. This is what you want to see from Coach Kelton. Aggressiveness.
7-minute 15-second drive. 2-point conversion here. Oh, he almost threw it. Yeah, Adams has got to be careful because Edward Waters could have returned that for 2 yards. Not sure you want to just throw that anywhere. So Savannah State, instead of taking the 1 point, they attempted to unsuccessfully. And our score now with 15 seconds remaining, Savannah State 12, Edward Waters 20.
Don't let this steal momentum from you, Savannah State. You went down, you took all of the clock. Now you got points before half. Do not let that 2-point conversion, that failed 2-point conversion, ruin any momentum. If you're Coach Kelton, you feel very positive about your team right here. You were down 2 touchdowns majority of the game. You cut it down to 1, and you get the ball at halftime. It's nothing but positive messages right here.
So back to receive here in the final 15 seconds of the half. Douglas and Jones. It's Jones at the 10. Across the 20, running left. Hops out of bounds at about the 33, 34. Let's see, they're going to say the 33. Keon Bryant. So there's 7 seconds remaining in the half.
What do you do if your Arrow Waters looks like they're just going to kneel it out? Let's take it into halftime.
Yeah, even though you have 2 timeouts left, I don't.
Oh, they're going to play it.
Well, yeah, 7 seconds, you got 2 timeouts. Maybe you can chuck one down the field. No, they do take a knee. So Jaron Russell takes a knee, and Edward Waters is going to go to their locker room. Savannah State's going to go to the locker room. A great drive by Savannah State. The ball first to start the third quarter. We'll come back right after the marching bands do their thing. Our halftime score here, Edward Waters 20, Savannah State 12. You're watching Savannah State football right here on the Black College Sports Network.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes 90% faster, absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with the totally reinvented Always Ultra Thins. This is always like never before.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching sessions for individuals and companies looking to take things to the next level. Contact us to schedule a free consultation. Issues today, don't delay, call Cuvée.
environment provides.
Absolutely.
I feel like, what was the, let me look at the, but kind of what I felt. The first quarter, all Edward Waters. In terms of, you can look at the production here. Second quarter, I feel like Savannah State, they put those two drives. Where's my drive summary? Those two drives were huge.
Thank you. We back on the camera. I got a different shot.
Oh, you got the one upstairs fixed?
No, like it was. He got a good shot. It was right.
I see two inputs there.
Oh, it's the same one.
What'd you do? So, is there anywhere else that we can put the other camera, or do we think it's the cord?
What y'all do with the equipment? What y'all do with the equipment from upstairs? Y'all got the cords and everything? All the cords? Yeah, we need those all ours.
So you want to do
Oh, yeah. Is there anybody down there?
I don't know. I was finna throw it, but I don't want to hit nobody in the head.
Everybody say pow. Pow. Everybody say pow. Pow. Now, let the real show begin.
Let's pull it up.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Straight from the 912, Savannah, Georgia, the illustrious University by the Sea. I introduce to you Shiza Kennedy, Mystique Matriarch, Nigel Hope, Tenacious Knight, and Head Drum Major.
So, Jaden Adams has two.
He's 9 to 16, 2 touchdowns, 56.3 completion percentage.
But take note, he hasn't thrown any interceptions this season. I don't want to hate to jinx him.
If I'm the coach, I think my message is we came out sloppy in the first quarter. Everyone would have jumped on us 2 touchdowns. We responded every time we scored. We just took all the clock down right before half, got points, and we get the ball at half. This is still a game. It's still our game.
Oh, yeah.
All the pressure on Edward Ward. They went up 2 touchdowns like that.
I think they should have gone for
the extra point. I don't know why they went for the 2. I think they should have gone for the extra point.
So now you gotta get 4 points to go out now. Now when you score, you gotta get 2 points now.
Right.
You gotta get 2 points now.
Well, plus special teams. Right?
The special teams got you can't keep giving up big
giving up big returns.
Yeah.
But think about the missed extra point, failed 2-point conversion. So you've left potentially 2 to 3 points on the board.
14, 20.
Could have been 14 to 20, which means you could be taking a lead with the next touchdown.
And let's not forget, if they don't get that block in the back, they score.
Correct.
If they don't get that block in the back, they score again.
Hello? I mean, we got the headphones hanging out. Obviously, how do we use the camera? A little bit, but it's not going past, a few inches. Do you know what channel?
Test. Test. Test.
I don't see it moving on the thing. It is. But it's not coming up.
Put this one out there and that way they turn the mic.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
I'm returning to Clinton Paris, and Tampa's my community. I grew up here, went to school here, and my wife and I make our home here. What makes Tampa special are its people. So when I represent someone injured in my community, it's personal. Call my office and speak to a real lawyer and not some referral service. I will fight the insurance companies to get the settlement that you deserve. At the law office of Clinton Paris, we take the pain out of being hurt.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties through its programs Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and Parenting Education Coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentJAX. Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties through its programs Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and Parenting Education Coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/.
We return to live action here for the start of the second half, the third quarter here, with Savannah State trailing Edward Waters University by a score of 20-12. The Savannah State Tigers will receive the ball first. Ball is picked up by 32, Hampton, going left. Switches hands, pushed out of bounds at the 35. Might be a little flag there for a late push out of bounds, no. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Savannah State. Ball on the 35. Brian Fulford and Travis Petty here at Theodore A. Wright Stadium. So, Travis, what's your assessment of Savannah State? Let's talk offense since that's who's coming out on the field first here to start the half.
Savannah State offense has to keep riding on the momentum that they got right before half. They cut the lead down to 12-20. Overall, good overall offense from Savannah State. There's no pressure on you. Keep riding high. It's still your game. It's no pressure. Get a touchdown right here. Make it 20-20 if you score and go for two. It's still your game.
Jaden Poole inside hand of Shamarcus Poole running left up the sideline, across the 50-yard line. Shamarcus Poole from Jaden Adams. And that's a great start here for Savannah State as he gets into positive territory. Ball spotted out of bounds at the 49-yard line.
And that's what you want to see right there. I guarantee if I was Coach Kelton, I would tell the guys right here, it's no pressure right here, guys. We get the ball to half. Let's go down. Let's make this a game. It's still our game. It's still our game. Do not lose focus. Do not lose confidence.
Shotgun, Adams pulled to his left. And he decides to keep. And tackled there by Edward Waters, number 44, James Gary. Actually, it lost a yard, so it'll be back at the 50, so it'll be second down and 11.
Cut it down. You don't have to get it all in this possession right here. Cut it down and make it third and short. Make it third and manageable. Make it 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5. Jaden Allen's been playing a great game so far. 9 of 16, 53 completion percentage, and 2 touchdowns.
Twins to the left. Adams dropping back, goes a short little screen throw there to the tight end, number 43, Quavian Bell. Now we end up with that 3rd and long that you talked about trying to avoid here.
Yeah, this is not what you want to see. It was pressure off the edge from Edward Waters. Jaden Adams had to get the ball out quick under pressure. Quavian was open in the flag. Would have been a big gainer, but it was the pressure right in his face. Called the inerrant throw. This is what you don't want, a 3rd and 11. Edward Waters can peel their ears back, rush the passer. Jaden Adams has been playing overall good, sound quarterback and standing in the pocket, making good throws. Let's see what he does right here.
Pull to his left. Adams dropping back. He thought about keeping it. Nope. He's rolling, spins out, goes left.
Holding.
Flag thrown, might be holding. He's running at the 45, 40. Clipped, spun around.
It's going to come back. Holding.
And let me make sure Adams is okay getting up. He is okay, but let's see. There is holding. So they're going to holding called against the offense. You could tell when that flag first came out.
I believe that was on the left tackle, number 74, Anthony Verba. Now you got yourself backed up in more of a pickle right here with something Aaron Kelton did not want. Coach Aaron Kelton of Savannah State, he did not want penalties. Savannah State only had 2 penalties in the first half, but they're coming out in this drive right here. Holding penalty makes it 3rd and long.
Third and 21. Ball is all the way back on their own 40. Needs to get to the 39 of Edward Waters. So 21 yards.
Watch out for number 4, Brent Carr, Savannah State. He's been playing a good game so far.
Adams stepping back, dropping back to pass, looking across the middle. Incomplete. It was broken up there by number 16 of Edward Waters. That's Wildmer Garcon. And so Edward Waters gets Savannah State off the field.
It was kind of a tough throw right there by Jaden Allen. He had the safety over the top, the linebacker underneath. He had to fit it over 2 defenders. But Savannah State came out, shot themselves in the foot with that holding penalty. They had a great chance of coming out getting points out of halftime.
That was one of those talking points that you mentioned earlier about avoiding those kind of mistakes. Back to receive is Johnny Jones. The punt angled. It'll take a Savannah State Tigers roll, bounce in the air, and it'll come dead somewhere between the 15 and the 10. Let's see if they spot it down at about the 12. So that's where Edward Waters will start their first offensive possession of the 3rd quarter.
Well, let's just start things off right here. Savannah State special team has to play better as they did in the first half. They overall was putting their defense in bad field position, giving up missed field goals. And if it wasn't for the block in the back on Edward Waters, they would have scored on the special team. But that's what you want to see, filling them down in their own territory.
Defensively, what kind of things do you see, or did you think Savannah State did well in that first half here?
What we're going to say right there off this play right here.
Jiron Russell throwing to the left sideline. His intended target was Johnny Jones, out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Well, sir, just to pick back up on what you were saying, the defense has to communicate. All of this motion going on from Edward Waters, the defense has to communicate what they see. They're playing overall good, sound defense in the 2nd quarter. In the 1st quarter, they were kind of lackluster, giving up a lot of run plays. But in the 2nd quarter, they toned it down. They shut the run game down, which is something that they have to do. You cannot let that running back get into your 2nd level.
Deshaun Hugie is to the left of Jiron Russell. Fakes the handoff, dropping back.
Pick. Oh.
And that could have been a pick six. Hit the hands of number 29, DeAndre Creary.
And you need that interception right there. That would have been a huge momentum shift. That would have been a pick six right there. That's the turnover that Savannah State needs. They've been getting the turnover like that all year. They need that turnover. Communication
Brings up
going on.
3rd down and long here. Russell has trips to his left. Deshaun Hugie to his right, back there. Dropping back the pass, looking, scrambling. Russell's going up the middle. And he gets across the 25. Tackle made by number 28, Gary Davis. But that's enough for a first down for Edward Waters.
John Russell is a really good quarterback, and that's the beauty of him. He can get it with his legs. It was nothing there. Savannah State did a great job in the back end, but John Russell with his legs, you have to account for his legs right here.
4 receivers to the left. Russell by himself in the shotgun. A single back to his right. Russell signaling to his receivers. Dropping back, it's a quarterback keeper. Spin move across the 35 down to the 32-yard line for Russell.
Amir Phillips with the tackle right there. It was kind of a designated, it was a design quarterback draw.
Throwing out in the flat to Jones. He's going to pick up a first down across the 35 to the 37-yard line. And Edward Waters in their tempo.
And that's something Savannah State had trouble in the first quarter. A lot of this tempo offense by Edward Waters, getting the ball in Jahir Jones quick. As you can see right there, getting to the same place.
Another quick play to Jones up the sideline. Across midfield. To the 47-yard line.
They're still in a high-tempo offense by Edward Waters.
And these plays are snapping in about 10 to 15 seconds once that ball is set. This one's a little bit slower. Russell dropping back to pass, steps up into the pocket. Deep shot down the field. Ooh, and nearly. He had his hands on it and almost Nathaniel Rember, my goodness, he laid out for that one. Thought he had it too.
It was beautiful. It was great coverage until Carey fell down. The safety was on top, but it was a dime throw by Jyron Russell. Got to come down now. If you're Edward Waters, but if you're Savannah State, you dodged the bullet right there. You do not want to give up the big play. That is something that Edward Waters makes a killing off of.
Russell right back to the line in pistol. There's Deshaun Hugie behind him. There's the handoff to Hugie up the middle, left side. Tackled on the play by number 28 and 95 of Savannah State.
And this is where you come. And this is where you want to come in, Savannah State. Let's get a stop right here. Let's get the ball back to our offense. Let's get a stop right here. They move the ball, but they're not even in field goal range. Get a stop right here, Savannah.
3rd down and 7. The ball is spotted at the 44. Hugie again as the back. Russell in the shotgun. He's dropping back to pass, throwing. Johnny Jones with the reception.
I believe he's short. Is he short?
It's going to be, if he's short by about a yard.
Tackle was made right there with number 20, Elijah Norwood in the cover 2 right there.
Edward Waters, it looks like there's no indication that they're not going for it. Right back to the line. 4th and 1 here. Big opportunity here for Savannah State. This drive started back at about the inside of the 15-yard line. 2 backs. Hugie and the tight end.
Watch the run.
They go inside to the tight end, powering his way forward. And we've seen that now on more than one occasion by Edward Waters.
By Raven Moore.
By Raven Moore, thank you.
We have a player down for Edward Waters. And like you said before, that is not their first time running that play. They send Jahir Jones in motion. They have the big tight end back there on their good on their 3rd and 1, 4th and 1 yardage, but we have an injury timeout right here for Edward Waters.
Injury timeout. We'll take a chance to step away. You're watching Savannah State football right here on the Black College Sports Network.
Itchy, squirmy, scratchy, family not getting clean? Get Charmin Ultra Strong. Go get 'em! It just cleans better. With a diamond weave texture, your family can use less while still getting clean.
Goodbye, itchy squirm. Hello, cream bottom.
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with
Coming out of that timeout, clock is on the move here, coming up on 9 minutes remaining. And here we are on a 4th and, no, check it, it's a first down. First down after that run. Interesting formation here, and they shift it back now to the pistol. Russell, Hughie, inside handoff, running right. Tackled by number 24.
Good tackle right there by Savannah State. Let them get only a gain of 4 or 5 right there. But you want to keep that yardage down. You want to keep to keep it down to a minimum 2 1-yard pickup. Let's see what they do right here as Savannah State lines up in the 4-3.
Russell, hand off to Hughie. Hughie, he stopped right there, 93 for Savannah State. Michael Becton.
And that's what you want to see right there from your D tackle. You want to get penetration up the middle. It's too many times Edward Waters is getting up to the second level of the Savannah State defense. You need your front 7 to step up, preferably your front 4. 93 of Savannah State. Michael Becton, a big part of the Savannah State defense.
Becton making that tackle with an offensive lineman draped on his arm. That's a heck of a strong move. 3rd down for Savannah State. Russell dropping back, going to the corner of the end zone, overthrew his intended target.
They tried to set him up on a double move. Savannah State didn't bite. Edward Waters looking for a flag on the play.
Devin Thompson was the intended target.
It's 4th down right here. Let's see what Edward Waters does. They have had special teams units problems as well with their kicker. It looks like they're going to go for it.
Yeah, they're going to go for it because this would be 31. This would be about a 37-yarder. So it's 4th and about 5. They go.
Going on.
They move they're going to go wide receiver screen. It looks like they run that bunch formation. Here we go. Russell looking. It's a keeper over the middle.
Great
intended
defense.
Target.
There's
incomplete. No flags on the play. Devin Thompson was the intended target. That pass was a bit high.
Defended by Elijah Norwood, number 20, Savannah State. Great coverage right there. That's what you needed. Edward Waters wants to go for it on 4th down. They get no points. All in all, they went down the field, didn't get any points. Good, solid defense, what you need from Savannah State. Let's go offense. Let's see what Jaden Adams can do right here.
Good stop by the Tigers defense, and now the offense will take over.
And if you're Savannah State offense, you can still run the ball right here. You still run your offense. You're not in any rush. You can still run your offense, run the ball, play to your strengths.
Ball on the 21-yard line. Adams, A.J. Brown to his left. Free play
right here, offsides.
And the intended target was to number 4, Brent Carr.
Jaden Adams got drilled right there. But it'll be offsides on Edward Waters.
Now, see, that's one of the disadvantages when the officials sometimes let those plays go. If the offensive linemen don't continue to block, then unfortunately you set your quarterback up, potentially you take a hit. Would have been nice to see that be a completion. Kind of makes the hit worth it.
Oh, yes. If it would have been a completion, we wouldn't even notice the hit.
First and 5 now. Brown is the back next to Adams. Adams dropping back to pass. Goes out to Brown, who came out of the backfield. I think he'll get across. He gets to about the 30-yard lines where he goes out of bounds. So it'll be 2nd down and short, 2nd and 2.
That was a nice catch by A.J. As in the first half, he dropped that one. It would have been a bit gainer. He picked it up right here, makes it 2nd and short, 2nd and manageable. This is where Savannah State thrives in right here. 2nd and short yardage. Keep it simple. Play to your game.
Ball spotted at the 29-yard line. Bit of a pistol formation. Adams with Brown inside. No, Adams keeps running right. Ran into a pair of Edward Waters defenders, number 16 and 3. It's going to be close. Did he get to the line of scrimmage? The official says yes, he did get enough to get that first down. So nice run there by Adams. Tackle on the play by Whitmire Garcia and number 3, Kennard King.
And that's what makes Jaden Adams so good, to the ability to use his legs. Aaron Kelton loves this guy. Junior here at Savannah State, great at using his legs.
Adams has 2 to his right. He brings forward Mitchell, dropping back to pass. Finds Mitchell. Cutting across. First down, 45, 50-yard line. Deshaun Mitchell.
It was a crossing route. He came in motion. Edward Waters was in a man-to-man coverage. He's wearing a drag route, a crossing route, picked up a big gainer. That's how you beat man-to-man coverage. Keep the drive going.
And good decision. You can see Adams before that play telling Mitchell to move up the line a little bit, because I think if he had stayed where he was, that pass might not have been completed. 1st and 10, he keeps it. Taking a shot up the sideline, intended for Carr.
Cover right there by Edward Waters. Kind of a good throw by Jaden Adams, but overall good solid defense by Edward Waters. 2nd and 10. Second is you can still cut it in half. Let's see what they do right here on 2nd and 10 right here. You can still run the ball, cut it in half, make it 3rd and manageable. This is what you thrived in this game.
Savannah State taking their time coming to the line of scrimmage. 10 seconds on the play clock. Adams with Brown to his left. Inside handoff. No, it's a quarterback keeper by Adams. And he gets across midfield down to about the 47. It'll make for a 3rd and long here.
It was kind of a read option by Jaden Adams in the running back. Jaden kept it. He's seen that the edge guy blitzed the running back. He kept it, picked up some sort of a gain, but it still will be 3rd and long. Savannah State has to complete it right here. Watch out for Deshaun Mitchell for Savannah State. Is he on the field?
He is not on the field.
He's not on the field.
Brown is the back. Adams looking. Over the middle, that pass is caught on the right hash mark.
Edward Waters saying it's incomplete.
No, that pass was caught by number 5, Randy Scott.
It was 2 guys in the same area. It was like both guys ran a skinny post. 2 guys in the same area.
So you end up with a personal foul, hand to the face on the defense. That creates an automatic 1st down. I'm not sure they gave him the completion.
Edward Waters was waving it off.
But it doesn't matter. Right. I saw Edward Waters was waving off, but it doesn't matter. The hands to the face personal foul penalty pushes it 15 yards. So Savannah State moving a little bit deeper into Edward Waters' territory. Ball spotted at the 33.
You want to live off other teams' mistakes. If other teams want to commit penalties, you make them pay. Let's put a drive right here together, put it in the end zone.
Adams going into the flat is Brown. Adams running left. Tosses it to Mitchell. Well, his intended target was Mitchell, but it was a little low. Adams, when he rolls, he's got to be able to set his feet on that to be able to make that throw. He's not quite at that point as a passer where we've seen him complete those running against his body, meaning running to his left. He is a right-handed thrower.
And if that throw is completed, you can say Mitchell has a touchdown. He has a blocker in front of him, and Randy Scott is one defender of Edward Waters. Randy Scott gets the block. We might have had a touchdown right there.
So now it brings up 2nd and long. Twin receivers stacked on top of each other, left and right. Looks like Poole is the back. They go a wide receiver screen and blown up there. Randy Scott on that, but number 21 for Edward Waters, Jonathan Gregory, blows that up. Maybe a yard on the play. Spotted at the 32. So, yeah, a gain of exactly 1 yard. And now here's 3rd and long again for Savannah State.
Jaden Adams has been perfect on the season with no interceptions thrown right here. Let's see what he does. He's been overall playing great ball.
Say that stat again a little slower.
Yes.
No interceptions over the course of 4 games and a half. Hopefully you didn't jinx him by just saying that. 3rd and 9. Adams dropping back. Pressure to his right. He's stepping up. He's running. Takes on a defender, Gregory. No, check that. And that's number 23 for Edward Waters, Jonathan Nesbitt. And the flag, I'm curious about this flag because Adams is a runner.
But he slid, though. He slid and he hit him right in the head.
Did he slide?
He slid, yeah.
I thought he dove forward. I didn't see a slide.
Make sure Jaden Adams is straight now. Tough quarterback. Tough hit right there.
So he did slide.
He slid, yes.
Okay. You got to be, at some point when you slide, you have to slide with some space. You have to they call targeting against the defense.
And Adams team has shown no, and he's been ejected of the game for Edward Waters' number.
Well, if they deem it to be. If they deem it to be the kind of targeting that is not, and obviously they don't have necessarily a review option, so if they rule that it was the type of hit that warrants an ejection, then that player is done. So they did call an ejection there on 23. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Nesbitt.
Nesbitt is out.
So Nesbitt is out for the rest of this game and will have to miss the first half possibly of the next week.
Replacing him will be number 30, C.J. Mabin.
1st and 10 from the 12. Adams going to the right. Oh, and that's an interception in the end zone. Brent Carr went to the left to the inside, and Adams threw that ball to the right near the pylon, and there was nobody there but a Edward Waters defender.
It was just a miscommunication. You had Savannah State's receiver number 4, Brent Carr. I believe he ran a post. Jaden thought he would be running a deep route, a 9 route. Just a miscommunication, drive killer right there. You move the ball all the way. You get it into the red zone. Edward Waters didn't seem to have an answer for your offense. That hurts.
First interception of the season for Adams and Savannah State.
There's Savannah State defense. Let's come out and get a stop. Edward Waters hasn't really done anything in the second, and they moved the ball. They went for it on 4th. You got to stop. You still have confidence that you can get the ball to your offense. They can go right down the field.
So 32 points scored in the first half. We've got a defensive slugfest here. Inside handoff to Thomas. Across the 30, all the way down to the 35-yard line. A big gain of about 15 for Edward Waters. There by number 22, John Terrius Thomas, the 5'7" freshman from Gadsden County.
And that's one of my key points I said earlier. You got to stop the run. You don't want to let the run, these Edward Waters run game get up to your second level because this opens up everything for them.
Jaron Russell in the pistol. Thomas behind them. Johnny Jones running back deep. They fake Thomas inside. Right back at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll call it 2nd down.
He was stuffed in the middle by Savannah State's nose tackle, number 93, as he runs off. Michael Beckton.
He's got to come off because of his helmet coming off for at least one play.
Communication going on between Savannah State. Offsides.
Now they're going to call offside free play there. And he pitches it to Jones. Jones racing up the sideline. He picked up a first down on that busted play across the 45 to the 47.
It was a good hit in Savannah State secondary, but their linebacker, number 24, is down. Tavari Bruton is down by near Edward Waters' sideline. He takes his helmet off.
And he is in agony right now on the far sideline.
The Savannah State DB made a tackle on the running back, and I believe he got some of Bruton's knee, and he did a cartwheel in the air and landed near Edward Waters' sideline.
We'll step away during this injury timeout. You're watching Savannah State football on the Black College Sports Network.
At Hampton Law, our primary goal is to provide non-traditional yet effective solutions and redefine the approach to client legal concerns. As your trusted legal advisor, we believe in sophisticated, personalized services that eliminate the confusion and complexity sometimes associated with legal matters. Our high standard for client care and concern, coupled with our extensive legal knowledge and skills, make Hampton Law a resource focused on the protection of the client's interest and overall goals. We value our clients and truly enjoy working with them. Visit thamptonlaw.com to conveniently schedule an appointment online. Tamika Hampton Esquire, 1631 Rock Springs Road, Suite 336, Apopka, Florida, 407-494-1471. thamptonlaw.com.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him.
Ooh, I like him.
Back to live action here. First down and 10 for Edward Waters. Ball spotted at the 47. Jiren Russell. In the shotgun or pistol formation now, and new tailback for Edward Waters, number 29. And he powers his way through across the 50 into plus territory.
Tavari Bruton was hobbled off the field. Replacing him will be number 23, Amiri Johnson.
Javante Pierre-Louis is the back.
Amiri Johnson, I'm sorry.
Russell. Ten seconds on the play clock. Pistol with Pierre-Louis behind him. Russell running left, pitches to Pierre-Louis, left side, 45, and sort of tackled from behind and pushed forward for a first down. But the sideline official spots it short. Interesting. So he spotted it at the 46, the 44. They needed to get to the 43 essentially. Brings up third and 1. There's a quick slant to Johnny Jones in the flat across the 40. Avoids two tackles, still going up. And they tried every which way, and he's slippery. This young man, one of the top receivers. We'll tell you some stats on him as we can find them, but the tempo is quick by Edward Waters. They got that one off in about 10 seconds, but there's a
timeout.
Timeout called by Savannah State. Smart decision there. So with 38 seconds left here in the third quarter, we'll step away for a short minute. You're watching Savannah State football right here on the Black College Sports Network.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes 90% faster, absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with the totally reinvented Always Ultra Thins. This is always like never before.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching sessions for
Jiren Russell in the shotgun.
Free play,
Deshaun
offside.
Hugie, and they're going to blow it dead this time.
It's a false start.
Yeah, they're going to call false start against the offense this time. So back him up. Back to Edward Waters up 5 yards.
It's 1st and 15 right here for Savannah State. You cannot let them get 15 yards. So far on this drive, they've been moving their way up and down the field with running tempo, running the ball in high tempo. When they get in short yardage, they dump it down to their playmaker or they put in their tight end. 1st and 15, you cannot give this up. You got to get off the field.
Ball on the 39-yard line. Jyron Russell looking to the sideline. He's got 3 receivers to his right on the far side. Deshaun Hugie to his left. Russell checks to the right. Here comes a man in motion. He drops back to pass. They go screen to Hugie. Tackles miss. Hugie spins out of it. Picks up the first down. Still rumbling for more at the 30-yard line. That's going to be about a 10-yard gain.
As you can see, number 29 from Savannah State, the corner, DeAndre Carey, he thought he had blown up the screenplay. He overran the play, and as a result, Edward Waters picked up a good gain, a good manageable game right there.
And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. So a scoreless third quarter, but Edward Waters is driving. Savannah State's got to get another stop. You're watching Savannah State football right here on the Black College Sports Network.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
I'm returning to Clinton Paris, and Tampa's my community. I grew up here, went to school here, and my wife and I make our home here. What makes Tampa special are its people. So when I represent...
Start of the third quarter, ball spotted on the 30-yard line. 2nd down and about 6 here for Edward Waters. Snap running left is Hugie. Pickup of about 2 or 3 yard lines to about the 28.
I think the referees might have let one go on holding for Edward Waters. They didn't call it, like it was a little bit of a holding on that left side that it was ran off of. It was a stretch to the left out of the. Need this stop right here. You got the false stop by Edward Waters to make it 1st and 15. You got to get this stop right here.
Well, one thing we've seen at Edward Waters, this is 2-down territory.
Yes.
They have not brought the field goal unit out yet. And so it is an opportunity here. And this may be that wide receiver screen as you see the 2 receivers bunched up top. Inside handoff, that's Hugie.
They run
trying
it.
to get
He's
to
short.
almost got to the 25. He did. No, they spotted at the 24-yard line. So he'll be short by about 2 yards.
If they run the ball on 3rd and 6 or 3rd and 5, I believe it was one of those 2 downs, they're going to go for it right here. Watch out for number 6 of Edward Waters, Johnny Jones. He's been the 4th down converter as he's in the slot.
He's in the slot. There's Russell has Hugie to his left. This could be a big 4th down stop here for Savannah State. Edward Waters seems to be wanting to take the air out of the ball here. Russell calls for it. The snap inside to Hugie. Got the 1st down.
They spread Savannah State out. You see number 23 of Savannah State, Amiri Johnson, who's replacing number 24, Tavai Bruton, and Edward Waters back in that high tempo pace. 23 was in communication with Savannah State's defense. High tempo right here by Edward Waters as he looks to the sideline.
Edward Waters unofficially here. I believe they're about 3 or 4 on 4th down today. That's an unofficial count. Pistol for Russell. He keeps it going left. 20. and gets to the sideline, out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. If it looks like we got a holding here. Yeah, there is a holding. The line judge signaling such, and that's going to bring it back against the offense there.
Holding by was number 50, Dylan Lampkin. He didn't agree with the call, but it puts him back even further, 1st and 20, I believe. Substitution between both teams as Amiri Johnson is being replaced by number 28 of Savannah State.
So the ball is back at the 31. Hughes comes off the field. There's some interesting substitutions here. Okay, I think we've got them all squared away now as Edward Waters is ready to go. 5 receivers set. Russell's by himself. The snap, looking. Quick throw to number 4, Devin Thompson, and he ran into a couple of Savannah State Tigers at the 20-yard line.
It was a quick decision right there by Jaron Russell. He had a receiver that sat down in the zone, and somebody had in the slot on the left that ran a flat route right in between the zone.
Trips to the right. Russell again by himself in the shotgun. Russell showing patience. The snap, quarterback keeper spins out of it. Throws to the sideline. Johnny Jones is a little high for Jones. Went out of he had it, but he couldn't quite bring it in up high, and that'll be incomplete pass, brings up 3rd down.
If you're Savannah State, you had a sack right there. It was a good containment right there by Savannah State. You made them bubble. Good overthrow. You want to say a good overthrow, but you want to thank Jaron Russell for that drop. For the throw to Johnny Jones, but the drop by Johnny Jones. 3rd down. It's a big 3rd down. Right? Savannah State has yet to get off the field.
This is 2-down territory. We can't even call it a 3rd down big because we know that Edward Waters has shown that they will go for it again on 4th down no matter what happens. So Savannah State's got to get 2 stops here. Ball is on the 20-yard line, needing to get to about the 13. And what's the call? We've got a whistle blown. Edward Waters decides to take a timeout with 11:38 to play. They'll try to figure out what they want to do. We'll step away for a quick minute. You're watching Savannah State football right here on the Black College Sports Network.
2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties. Through its programs, Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and parenting education coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentjax.
Well, during the timeout, 11:38 to play. Brian Fulford and Travis Petty here. So, Travis, I get the feeling that Edward Waters feels like a score here could pretty much wrap this game up. A lot of football left to play, but do you get that sense, or is that just me?
I do get that sense as well. As you see, they're running a lot of clock, going for it on 3rd and 4th down. They believe that if they score right here, Jaden Adams cannot take the Savannah State offense down the field and score quickly. That's all of Savannah State's offensive drive. They wasted a lot of clock.
Javen Russell in the shotgun by himself, looking. And there's the pressure. The hole just closed up. He got out of it. How did he get out of it? Finds his man. Unbelievable. Down to the 5-yard line. Pass complete to number 14 of Edward Waters. Norman Douglas.
Oh, you had the sack right there. You got everything you needed.
How did Jaron Russell get out of that? I don't know if the defenders stopped closing, stop tackling, stop moving their feet, whatever. But here we go. There's the double formation with backs on his left and right. Russell gives it to Hughie. Up to the right side, runs right into the defensive end. Hughie is actually tackled by number
sack, and you kind of put Edward Waters in sort of a predicament. It would have been 4th and long.
Edward Waters is going to take a second and huddle up here.
Something that they've rarely done in this game, quite frankly. There's been a lot of high tempo. As you said before, they don't think Savannah State can drive the field, and they believe if they score on this drive right here, the game will be over.
Multiple backs here. Watch out, Jontarius Thomas, who's behind Russell. Hugie is to the left. That's Hugie in motion. There's Thomas with the handoff off right side, tripped up. Tackle behind, that's McCreary, I believe, number 28. No, check that. That's number 28 for Savannah State.
Gary Davis Jr.
Gary Davis Jr.
Who's filling in for number 23, Mary Johnson, who he took his spot. And we have an injury right there for Savannah State. Good form fit tackle right here. Third down, as you said before, Edward Waters this really isn't a third down. It's really, you can look at it as a second down if you want to say it like that. Edward Waters is going to go for it on their fourth down.
That's number 93 for Savannah State. Michael Becton. So Becton is slow to come off. That's sort of the second time we've seen Becton, and the officials are calling the teams back out onto the field quickly. So it's 2nd and goal for Edward Waters.
As Becton goes off the field.
The ball is at the 7-yard line here. Similar formation again. A pistol. Russell. Thomas is behind him. Hugie is to his left. Ball is on the right hash mark. Hugie in motion. Russell fakes the handoff. Play action. Avoids the oncoming rusher. Throwing to the sideline at the pylon. Incomplete. Intended for Hugie.
That's the third time Jaron Russell has got out of a sack. Savannah State has him in his grasp. He spins out of it. We have a field goal attempt right here by Edward Waters.
This is rare. We haven't seen Edward Waters come out with a field goal attempt.
But it's kind of smart, though. You put him up 23-12. You still have – they put Savannah State up, but down by 2 touchdowns, 23-12. If this field goal is good.
Irving Friedman from 23 yards. The snap, hold, kick is up. It's low, and it is no good. Wow. Big break there for Savannah State. And that's just the opportunity that, I feel like that's what Coach Toriano Morgan probably didn't want. He was trying to work by going forward multiple times. You didn't want to be in that situation. Not that he doesn't have confidence in the young man, but, hey, your offense is rolling, and those guys have been picking up yardage. So,
and if you're Savannah State, this is it. This is the drive right here. 9 minutes, 28 seconds left. You got to get points. The door is still open. Edward Waters has not sealed the deal. Your defense has gotten you 2 turnovers on downs. Twice. This is their second stop. You got to get points right here.
Adams rolling to his right, goes towards the sideline, and it's caught. Nice catch there by number 88, Elijah Stevens.
Good sprint out to the right. You made Jaden throw to his dominant side of the field. Good throw like it was a comeback route. And the Savannah State is in high tempo as well.
The 5'8 sophomore makes the catch. Savannah State down by 8, needing a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. They go out into the flat. That pass is low. And that's the pass that Adams has to get better at throwing. Now, granted, he's 6'4", and Stevens is 5'7", 5'8". So, that is a trajectory that is going downwards, but still, you got to find a way to make that completion so that you can let that young man work. Once he gets the ball in his hands, it looks like he has the speed to go.
That's the throws that Edward Waters has been hitting to Jones of their receiving corps, where he gets it in his hands and he gets numbers, and we have a false start right here.
And the left tackle is going to get called for not being on the same page. Now, I've seen a couple of players signaling over to the band as the Savannah State band is playing here, which really you'd like for your band to not be playing while you're on offense. We understand this is HBCUs, though, and sometimes the bands are in their own groove, trying to keep it going with the crowd. But the offense could really use some help here. And I think that false start may have been not being able to hear the count. So now it's 2nd down and 15. Adams comes under center, dropping back. And his intended target was 88, Stevens again.
And this is what you don't want, 3rd and 15 right here off of a false start. You had a big moment. You had a big throw to Stevens on the comeback or out of the spread out of the spread to Jaden Adams to his right. Now you're in your 3rd and 15. You got to get it right here. Would you say this is 3rd and 4th down, man? This is would you go for a 4th down?
No, I don't think you want to go for it. This is you got to get the first down. If you don't get it, I think you punt and you continue to play defense. There's still 8 minutes to play. Just under 9. Adams, good job by the line. Sets his feet, goes downfield. He's got Carr. Carr catches it at the 30, 20, 10 to the house. Brent Carr, touchdown, Savannah State.
What a throw. What a throw. What a throw. What a great catch by Carr.
3rd touchdown of the day for Brent Carr.
Jaden Adams made something out of nothing. He sprinted to his right. The line held up.
Great job by the offensive line. Great job. They gave him enough time, and good. Everything worked perfectly. Offensive line held. Adams set his feet. Nice throw, and here we go. 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. It's 18-20.
This is what you need.
Let's see if Savannah State can get their personnel correct. That's always the challenge after a timeout now. 15 coming up on the play clock. You got to get the right personnel in. 10 seconds on the. They got to get it off quickly. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. Adams gets it off. Steps back, goes slant route. Oh, is there a flag, though?
We're looking. There is no flag.
No flag. I think he threw that a hair early.
Yeah.
I think he threw it maybe 1 full second early. That's a tough one. But Savannah State cuts it to within a field goal by a score.
You're still in it.
Yeah, still in this ball game.
You're still in it. Edward Waters has yet to score in his second half.
That's a great point. The defense has done a great job here in the second half. They have not given up the touchdown. Fortunately, no field goal was scored on that last possession by Edward Waters. And now the task at hand for Savannah State on defense is to not let Edward Waters soak up the clock with a long drive.
And on top of that, once Savannah State gets the stop on defense, they only need a field goal. They do not need a touchdown. Let's see what the special teams does for Savannah State. They play exceptionally well in the second half.
Kenneth Lockhart kicking off here. Jones and Douglas back. That's going to go to the right. It's going to go out of bounds. That's a good job. There's a kick. Yeah. There's a touchback. Good decision. Great kickoff there by Lockhart.
I believe Johnny Jones thought the ball would go out of bounds. But good roll of the bounce in Savannah State's way. The ball bounced in their favor. The defense comes out. They need a stop right here. They played great overall in the second half, have not given up any points. Let's come out and get a stop. I'm pretty sure that's the message. If I was Aaron Kelly, let's come out, get a stop, get the ball back in our offensive hands. Their play overall, they played great in the second half. Jaden Adams with 3 touchdown performance. He's giving you everything that he wants. He's giving you everything that he has. Let's reward the offense, and let's go and get this win. Let's go and get this stop as well right here.
I want to give a shout-out to Willie J. Barron for becoming a BCSN silent supporter there on YouTube. Shout out to Alex Hines watching us as well.
Good stuff right there.
And a first down run by number 22. That's Thomas. Jontarius Thomas. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Hey, that's all you need right there. You stuff it up the middle, no game. You got this Edward Waters offense on his heels.
Edward Waters going to use up as much clock as they can. Would not be surprised to see this snap go off at under 5 seconds on the play clock. 7, 6, 5. There's the handoff to Hugie.
Sack.
Good. So it was actual a pass. I was looking at Hugie, so excellent read option there as Russell held on to that ball. Throws incomplete.
It was almost a sack by number 54, the freshman Xavier Esquilin. Almost was a sack right there. You see me jump to conclusion. Third down stop. The crowd is on their feet right here.
You thought it was a sack. I thought it was a run. So we were both faked out there. Here we go. Third down and long here. Edward Waters with that full receiver set to the right on the short side of the field. So feels like it might be a screen play here. Let's see what they do. Passing.
Pick.
Interception. Creary picking up blockers and blindsided. And let's see if they throw a flag on that. No flag is thrown, but Creary comes up with the interception.
And that's the interception Savannah State's defense has gotten for them all year. That's the turnover that they needed. They needed a turnover to put the offense in position with only 7 minutes and 33 seconds left. If Savannah State can capitalize, it'll be the first touchdown, their first lead of the half. Great jump in front of the route.
DeAndre Creary, the 6-foot sophomore from Marietta, Georgia, comes up with the timely interception. And Savannah State, with 7:33 remaining, trailing by 2.
Boy, this would be huge if they score.
We'll start 1st and 10 on the 25. Huge opportunity here. Poole. Jamarcus Poole across the 20 to the 19. Nice run of about 5.
You want to get
maybe
touchdowns.
6.
You want to get touchdowns right here. You do not want a field goal. You want to let Edward Waters hurt right here. You get a touchdown.
Well, this is, I wonder if this is possibly even field goal territory. Not sure what the Savannah State, obviously they did kick field goals last week, so I don't see Savannah State hurrying, and that's probably smart. True clock here. Adams, there's the handoff to Poole again. Big hole by the offensive line. Across the 15 to the 14. Is that enough for a first down? It does look like it will be. That'll be a first down for Savannah State as they get closer to being inside the inside of the 10 in the goal line.
And that's what you want to see right there by Savannah State's offensive line. Run the clock. You ran the ball right off of Kyle Frazier, the right tackle. Great play by him. And number 71 of Savannah State.
1st and 10, ball inside the 14, between the 14 and 13. Adams by himself in the shotgun. There's a quarterback keeper running left side. He's nearly dragged down. Avoids the tackle to his right. On the play for Edward Waters was number 35 on the tackle. Giaquin Stinson on the tackle. Actually ends up being a loss of 1. So it's now 2nd down and 11.
But that's what you want to see from Savannah State. They're in no rush. This is what you see from an offense. You see an offense growing right in front of your eyes. There's no rush, no panic. As I said in my point, it's no pressure. Take your time. The game is in your hands.
Now in the shotgun, Poole. Heads off to the right. Empty backfield. Quarterback keeper. No, it's a quick slant route over the middle. Pass is complete to number 11, Julian Roberts. He took a shot. That'll be a first down, 1st and goal for Savannah State.
I love that play call right there. On the play before, they ran a quarterback draw with Jaden. He faked like he was running a quarterback draw. Roberts sneaks out. Jaden hits him perfectly right in the middle, but he took a boom by Edward Waters, and Savannah State is now in the red zone.
That ball is on the 2, between the 2 and the 3. Let's see if they don't try to go power and give that ball to Poole, who's in the pistol behind Adams. It is Poole up the middle.
And he gets
getting
in.
Across the line. Touchdown, Savannah State. Jamarcus Poole for 6. And Savannah State has taken the lead with 4:52 to play in the game.
That's what you love to see. As I said before, when the game first started, you want to capitalize off your turnover, which is something Savannah State did not do last week against Albany State. They capitalized off the turnover, take their first lead of the game, 24-20. That's what you want to see right there.
Extra point attempt, no advantage gain. If you go for 2, it's 6. If you go for this, it's 5. Either way, Edward Waters is going to have to score a touchdown to regain the lead. Snap, kick is up, and
It is good. The extra point is good. And so with 4:52 remaining, the Tigers have their first lead of the ball game, 25-20. Let's step away for a quick minute. You're watching Savannah State football right here on the Black College Sports Network.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties through its programs Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and parenting education coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentjax.
Well, for the first time in this contest, Savannah State has the lead, and they've rallied from outscoring Edward Waters 15-0 here in the second half. Check that, 13-0 in the second half.
I can already see the adjustment Savannah State made at halftime. They came out. They didn't. Edward Waters has not scored this entire second half. Their offense came out. They rode on the momentum that they got in the first half right before they went into halftime. Savannah State scored. They've been riding on that momentum. The offense has played beautifully. The defense has played sound, as you have not heard from Edward Waters' receiving core as you did in the first half. And now Edward Waters is on the sideline. Now you put them in sort of a predicament right here, because now they have to throw the ball. They have to score points. They have to get a touchdown. No more field goals, as that field goal that they missed definitely hurted them.
Jyron Russell brings out the Edward Waters offense. In the pistol, read option, and tackled there by big number 93, Michael Becton.
Played a great second half ball right here. He's been kind of gimpy. He's limping right here.
He's definitely not 100% because he's battling through it.
But I'll tell you one thing. He's giving it all right here. He's giving it all you got. He's giving it all he's got.
Second down and 8. Russell with Hugie to his left, dropping back to pass. Finds an open target across midfield. Spins off more defenders across the 45. That's number 4, Devin Thompson. Big first down play for Edward Waters.
And that's something you don't want to see. You got Becton limping off the field right here.
Here's the tempo, and Becton is going to take. But see, I was wondering if anybody saw him.
Yeah.
Because he had to fall down and take a knee there.
And we just spoke about him the play before. He made the tackle, and he got up a kind of gimpy. He's been gimpy this whole game. Now he took his helmet off right here. We have an injury here.
Yeah, he take as much time as you need, because I tell you, that's a tough spot for him to be in. There's no way he was going to make it across the field. He did a good job of taking that one.
And you can look at this as sort of as a good thing for Savannah State. You kind of calm down the momentum of Edward Waters as they were riding high. They were trying to go up tempo. But this brings Savannah State's defense together, as you did not want to give up that big play. If you want to give up that kind of pass, you're going to want to catch it, tackle, not catch it. You don't want to give up no run after the catch right there.
Exactly 4 minutes to play. 1st and 10 for Edward Waters. Ball spotted across the 45. Quick snap. There's Johnny Jones out in the flat. Across the 40. Up the sideline. Picks up the first down past the 35. He's down at the 33. Edward Waters moving the ball. So the quick tempo and the quick pace is when Edward Waters is at their best. But can they punch it in? That's now the Savannah State defense has to get a little bit tighter. Read option up the middle. That's Deshaun Hugie.
And you're Savannah State, you've been playing good defense this whole half. You do not want to let this drive steal momentum from you. You don't want to let 93 hurt you.
Well, this is about tempo right now. And so somehow Savannah State has to get a stop. There's the read option again. Right up the middle, in between the tackles.
He's short.
Hugie trying to get to the 25. They're going to spot him at the 26. And right back to the tempo. More substitutions. Savannah State's trying to get substitutions in. Not sure if that's the best decision here. Trips to the right.
Oh, they had him.
Russell to the flat to Jones, to the 30. First down.
It was a lot of
tackle
confusion
made
going on.
Tackle made by number 7, Akeek Booker.
It was a lot of confusion going on by Savannah State defense. They had people running
Well,
on and
the
off
substitutions,
the substitution.
you can't do the substitutions with this tempo. This tempo, you got to have guys in there who can suck way through this right now. Russell keeps throwing. He's got a man. He overthrew him. Big opportunity, big break there for Savannah State because he had a man running up the sideline wide open, but Russell overthrew him. Now you can make some substitutions on this dead ball.
Oh, that was a big break right there for Savannah State. He had him wide open. He overthrew him. It was a touchdown. But you'll take the break. You'll take the break.
2:08 to play. Well, we got a lot of whistles going on right now. Not really sure what's happening. Officials timeout. It's second down, I believe. These kind of official breaks give opportunities to guys. You can see some guys. You can see offensive linemen with hands on knees. You can see running backs taking a squat here, trying to catch their breath.
Boy, that was a big break by Savannah State.
2:08 to play. Still haven't quite figured out what's happening here. So they're making it. I don't want to try to guess here. Let's see if if the white hat comes on the mic here and says what is going on. Well, we got. Let's take it looks like a timeout, possibly. I'm not sure. But let's see if we can take a timeout. You're watching Savannah State football right here on the Black College Sports Network.
Itchy, squirmy, scratchy, family not getting clean? Get Charmin Ultra Strong. Go get 'em! It just cleans better. With a diamond weave texture, your family can use less while still getting clean.
Goodbye, itchy squirm. Hello, cream bottom.
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
Back to live action here. Second down and 10. Russell dropping back to pass. Goes out to Jones in the flat, cutting inside, across the middle. Spinning, tackled down. Looks like some Tigers, Savannah State, trying to rip the ball out of there, but Jones holding on to it. Got across the 20. Needs to get to the 11, I believe, to get the first down. It'll be third down.
This is 4-down territory for Edward Waters.
Exactly.
This is 4-down territory.
Two more possessions. Edward Waters has 2 timeouts left, as does Savannah State here. So a minute 30 to play. Let's see. Jyron Russell in the shotgun, dropping back, looking, going towards the end zone. Touchdown, Johnny Jones.
Oh, you had him. You've done a good job this whole second half of guarding Johnny Jones.
Jones broke open, and Savannah State, or Edward Waters, just grabbed a 26-25 lead. Now, this may be where Edward Waters would think about maybe going for 2. See some Savannah State folks leaving. I don't know. The PA may want to come on and say this game isn't over, folks. A minute 22 is plenty of time.
As you can see, you see the coach from Edward Waters. He's coming on. He's calling timeout. I think he's thinking what you're thinking. They're going for 2. Jyron Russell's putting back on his helmet.
Well, by going for 2, it creates a 3-point ball game.
All Savannah State will need is a field goal, and that'll win the game.
Right, exactly. So I think you almost have to go for the 2-point conversion just to give it a try, to give yourself a chance to have that kind of cushion.
Yeah, and just especially with the way that your defense has been playing the second half, you've given up 2 touchdowns. I'm sorry, a touchdown, and one was off of a big play. So, you would say, let's try and go for 2.
Definitely some disappointed Savannah State Tiger fans, but I would encourage those people, if the PA guy would get on the horn and say, hey, folks, don't leave just yet. There's a minute 22 and 2 timeouts. Anything can happen.
And with the play of your quarterback, Jaden Adams, he's been playing exceptionally well. This is where quarterbacks make their mark. Let's see what Air Waters to do, though. It looked like they're going for 2, as you said before. It looked like they have their whole starting offense back on the field. Boy, this would be huge if Savannah State can get a stop right here. This would be really, really huge.
Now, if somehow by either an interception or a fumble, that's always the worry and always at play. The defense has to be alert, because if they can somehow come up with the ball and they can race to the other end, and a 2-point play by the defense would actually now give Savannah State the lead. Yes. So this is a huge 2-point conversion here. Russell in the shotgun. Empty backfield. He's going to keep quarterback keeper. He tried to go throw it, and they're saying incomplete.
It's complete. Good defense.
Incomplete. The backfield, and the backfield judge said incomplete.
Devon Thompson, who he was throwing it to, he thought he had a touchdown. He got up and ran to the sideline as if he scored, but now he doesn't.
The officials are going to huddle. There's a huddle here. I saw multiple guys saying incomplete. The white hat's going to come out. Let's see what he rules. Ruling on the field is incomplete. So Savannah State has an opportunity with 1:22 to play, only needing a field goal to regain the lead, possibly win the game.
And now if you're Savannah State, you're saying we can go down the field and score. With the way we've been playing this entire half, we can go down the field and kick a field goal. You don't need a touchdown. You will take the big play, but if you get the big play, you want to run as much clock as you possibly can. And with the way that your quarterback and your offense as a whole has been playing, you believe that you can go and get the job done.
Savannah State kicked how many field goals last week in that contest? 3 of them, or 2 of them, I believe.
They kicked 2 field goals and scored at the end. They was 12-15 in their loss against Albany.
How far were those field goals?
The field goals were fairly close. It wasn't, I believe, it was nothing past 40 yards.
Okay, yeah. nothing over 40.
Yeah.
So we'll set it safely to say within 35 would be. So you probably need to get to at least the 20-yard line to have a good shot, maybe even the 25-yard line. That ball may go out of bounds. You should have let that one go. But it's at the 30. Return to the 35, to the 40.
But, I mean.
Nice run there by number 32. Joseph Hampton. And look, he did better than let that ball go out of bounds, which I think a lot of people thought, let it go. But he actually returned it almost 20 yards. So ball spotted at the 43. Great return by Hampton. 1:16 to play. Savannah State has 2 timeouts.
And if you're Jaden Adams, this is where the legend quarterbacks are made. You take what the defense gives you. Edward Waters is going to pin their ears back. They're selling out. They're going to rush with their front foot. We're going to try to keep everything in front of them. Take what they give you, Jada. Do not force it.
Brent Carr has 3 touchdowns on the day. There's the quarterback keeper. Adams sets, screen, finds a tight end at the 50. Spin move. Across the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's number 11, Julian Roberts. 16-yard play.
It was a good play by Jaden. He told Roberts to flare out as there was nothing open downfield. They're taking their time, no rush.
Take what they give you here. Adams, we got a flag on the play. Let's see what they call. False start on the offense.
And 15 of Savannah State, he doesn't agree with the call.
Well, it must have been one of the receivers who got off to an early jump and came out of their break early, although he disagrees.
Demiki Colbert. Coach Kelton is saying this, calm down from the sideline. As he calls over Jaden to the sideline, Coach Kelton. Coach Kelton take a timeout right here.
Well, because it might be, under a minute, it may be a 10-second runoff, possibly. False start. No, it's a 5-yard penalty. Yes, and that's what happened. So Savannah State will take the timeout to avoid the 10-second runoff for the penalty. So now Savannah State is down to 1 timeout with 55 seconds to play. Let's step away. You're watching Savannah State football on the Black College Sports Network.
At Hampton Law, our primary goal is to provide non-traditional yet effective solutions and redefine the approach to client legal concerns. As your trusted legal advisor, we believe in sophisticated, personalized services that eliminate the confusion and complexity sometimes associated with legal matters. Our high standard for client care and concern, coupled with our extensive legal knowledge and skills, make Hampton Law a resource focused on the protection of the client's interest and overall goals. We value our clients and truly enjoy working with them. Visit thamptonlaw.com to conveniently schedule an appointment online. Tamika Hampton Esquire, 1631 Rock Springs Road, Suite 336, Apopka, Florida, 407-494.
So we have first down and 15. Ball moved back to the 47-yard line.
It's shaping up to be the drive.
Jaden Adams with Shamarcus Poole to his left. Adams steps back, finds a man at the 40. That is number 88, Elijah Stevens, across the 40. Nope, they're going to spot him short of the 40 at the 41.
But Jaden is doing the right thing. He's good.
Take what they give you.
Just take what they give you. All you need is a field goal. That's all you need.
50 seconds. He did go out of bounds, so that did stop the clock. Twins left and right. Adams running. He's got to run. He's tackled.
That's not what you wanted right there.
And they're going to have to use that next time out.
And they have a lineman down.
Number 55 for Edward Waters making that sack.
And Dominique Kellings of Savannah State.
Dwayne Escoffery with the sack. And number 60, Dominique Kellings has to hobble off.
Oh, you do not want to take that sack right there. Oh, you might force you to use another timeout.
Well, 40 seconds remain, and here's where you practice these kind of things, and you have to. Everyone has to know what to do. You do. Here's the one thing I do think you do. You do have an opportunity, and you do have enough time. It has to be now on one of these early possessions. They put 5 seconds on the clock, so there's 45 seconds on the clock. You have an opportunity to go over the middle of the field, and if you go over the middle of the field, you can get down and you can spike the ball. But that has to be something that you have coached. And I'm sure Coach Kelton and his offensive staff have gone over that. It's up to the players now to execute it.
Savannah State's kicker, Kenneth Lockhart, was hitting him from 30 in warm-ups.
Adams, here we go, in the shotgun. Pull to his left. Here comes the pressure up the middle. He's rolling to his right. And that pass is caught.
He's still short. He's short.
That's all right, though, because it's third. It's number 15 on the play, Demike Colbert. So now it's fourth down.
Jaden called everyone back into the huddle.
4th and 4. You got to kick. You got to get a first down here.
Got to.
Fortunately, you went out of bounds. 39 seconds. Play clock at 15. No more. One timeout, though, left according to the clock. 8 seconds on the play clock. 5 seconds.
Oh, he jumped off. Free play.
Free play. Throwing towards the end zone. That's all right, though. Now, that's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
For Edward Waters, offsides, and you know, you can see the defensive lineman. He knew when he jumped that he had made a mistake. Good heads-up play by the center for Savannah State to recognize he jumped off sides and to snap the ball. So the free play gives Edward Waters what should be a first down. Let's wait for him to mark it off, though. There's the official call, offsides on the defense.
First down.
First down for Savannah State.
And this is where your kicker was hitting him from in warm-ups. But Savannah State spread it out. Spread out, five wide.
Ball on the 33-yard line. Adams stepping up. He's got a man in the flat up top if he can see him. He's going to run instead. Going to go to the sideline. Out of bounds at the 30-29. They mark him out at the 28-yard line. Oh, he had a man wide open.
in the flat. I don't know if he could see him. That receiver, though, might have come back. He needed him to come back and make a block.
Yeah.
But good decision there by Adams. Jaden Adams makes a great decision to get out of bounds and stop the clock there. Ball spotted at the 28-yard line. Second down. Now, again, as you said, you've got to do something. 6 seconds on the play clock. You got to do something. This is going to be in trouble. 3 seconds. 2, 1. They get it off. Adams, he's got to make a throw. Rolling to his right. He's running. Across the 30, 25. Yeah. He gets out of bounds, though, at about the 25.
Oh, yeah, that was a nail biter right there. They came out of the huddle, and we have an Edward Waters player down.
In the middle of the field.
In the middle of the field. Savannah State just got the snap off before the clock hit 0.
20 seconds remaining. Now, this is also the special teams unit has to be ready because you might have a situation where somebody has to run on the field quickly.
And I don't want to jinx it, but Savannah State on their last kick, they had a little mishap.
I'm looking at you. You don't want to jinx it, but
hey,
but you
gotta
okay.
Call it,
Okay. Savannah State folks, don't beat up my guy too bad if things don't work out right here. So let's step away while we have an injury timeout. You're watching Savannah State football on the Black College Sports Network.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes 90% faster, absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with the totally reinvented Always Ultra Thins.
Good.
This is always like never before.
Wow, 31, 2, 3, 33. This is a 40. What is this? A 43-yard attempt. Are we back? 43-yard attempt here.
This is the game.
Kenneth Lockhart. I'm surprised that on third down that they're going for this. But he's on the right hash mark, obviously kicking right to the left, and that's going to force Edward Waters to call a timeout. Your thoughts on the decision with 20 seconds left to go for the field goal on third down?
I mean, I can see where he's coming from. I think he doesn't want to take a play inbound and then the time keeps running. But, I mean, I don't know about this call. I mean, with the way Jaden has been able to get out of bounds, I think you can get more yards, set your field goal right in the middle hash. As you say before, he's on the right hash.
I think I feel like there is time.
You can see Jaden running back on the field.
If I'm Adams, I am pleading to Coach. Coach, let me go back in and look, the worst case scenario is he takes a sack.
Yeah.
Now, he takes a sack. That could end up costing you the game and takes you out of field goal range. You're here. So this is the
game, basically.
This is a trust kick right here. I mean, obviously, if your kicker has told you he's kicked these, if you've watched him kick it, special teams coach has sold it, everybody's got to be on the same page here. So, again, 31, 2, 3. This is a 43-yard attempt. Kenneth Lockhart kicking. The snap and the hold has got to be perfect. The snap is high. It's off. It's a fake punt. Running left, wide open. Can he get the first down?
He did it.
Unbelievable play by number 15, Demike Colbert. Wow. I don't know if it was.
I don't know if it was planned. I don't know what it was.
The snap was kind of
high. It was high, yeah.
But he went for it, and Colbert showed some speed, and he did a good job of getting out of bounds. So he got a first down. 13 seconds left. Now
it comes down to
now
it.
You're in closer field goal range where he wanted to be. Now let's see. This is from the 20. Kicking from the 20. The goal.
Oh!
It hit the right goal post and no good. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. There is exuberance on the Edward Waters sideline and utter disappointment from Savannah State as several players have taken their helmet off in frustration. 9 seconds remain on the clock. That's a tough one. I tell you what, these battles, but these I-95 battles, these Tiger battles, man, last year and now this year, and Edward Waters has got to be feeling some kind of way after the way they lost last year, and it almost Savannah State benefited from it last year, and this year there's, man, that's tough.
That's a tough way to go out.
And so the Edward Waters offense, all they have to do is come out and take a final knee here as they line up in victory formation. Russell takes a knee, and that's how this one will come to an end as the final seconds, and that's going to be the ball game. Disappointing loss for Savannah State, losing to Edward Waters 26-25. Savannah State drops to 2-3 overall, 1-2 in SIAC play. Edward Waters picks up their second win, and they improve to 2-3, 2-2 overall. Well, Travis, tough loss. How do you process what you saw this evening?
I mean, if you're Coach Kelton, I mean, your players fought back. You had a 2-minute drive from your quarterback. He gave you everything that he wanted. Your team executed. That was, man. I will say that this team has some fight into them. Edward Waters jumped out to a 2-touchdown lead. Savannah State fought back, and their offense really showed me something.
Man,
that's a shocker.
I'll go through some of the final game stats here. Savannah State in terms of first downs, 21, Edward Waters 24. Savannah State with 103 total rushing yards on 27 attempts for an average of 3.8. Edward Waters, 126 rush yards on 38 attempts for an average of 3.3. Savannah State passed for 237 yards in the contest. Edward Waters passing for 338. In total, Savannah State ran 59 plays for 340 total yards. Edward Waters, 75 plays for 464 yards. Average yards per play for Savannah State, 5.76, 6.19 for Edward Waters. Both teams had an interception. Neither team lost a fumble. The penalties, Savannah State only had 3 penalties totaling 20 yards. Edward Waters had 8 penalties for 67 in total. Time of possession, Savannah State had the ball 25 minutes and 30 seconds. For Edward Waters, 34 minutes and 30 seconds. Third down efficiency, Savannah State was 5 of 10, and then they were 1 for 1 on fourth down. Edward Waters on third down, 10 of 17, and 3 for 4 on fourth down.
Man, this was a heartbreaker, man. Savannah State fought their tail off, fought all the way back. This was a game that they should have won, you know. You fight all the way back. You expect a victory. You had Edward Waters on their toes the whole game. Your defense played exceptionally well. Even with the yardage given up, they played great sound defense against the offense that was top 5 coming into today. And your offense really showed up. Jaden Adams with a 4-touchdown performance. Man, this hurts. I know this football team is this is gonna hurt, but as coaches say, on to the next one. We can't dwell on this. We have to move forward, on to the next game. You have your next home game. Your next game coming up next Saturday. So just focused on them. Just focused on what you have in front of you. Your next game would be against Fort Valley State. It's just focused on them. Don't let this loss dwell on you.
Final individual statistics: Jaden Adams passing was 18 of 32 for 237 yards. That's a 56.3 completion percentage. He had 3 touchdowns and 1 INT, his first of the season. He was sacked 1 time. Rushing-wise, Adams, 13 carries for 51 yards, 45 net. Shamarcus Poole, 9 carries, 43 net yards, and 1 touchdown. A.J. Brown with 7 net yards. Demike Colbert, obviously with the big play there, got 6 yards on 1 attempt, and Hampton had 2 net yards as well. Possibly your most outstanding, 3 catches, 87 yards, 3 touchdowns. Talk about clutch.
He was their go-to guy.
Deshaun Mitchell, 3 catches, 56 yards. Julian Roberts, 3 catches, 33 yards. Elijah Stevens, 2 for 28. In terms of tacklers, leading tacklers for Savannah State, Gary Davis Jr. led all tacklers in the ball game. He had 12 total, 6 of them solo. He had 1 tackle for loss, for 2 yards lost. And also Drayshawn Dawkins had 9 total tackles, 9 of them solo. Well, as you said, the next contest for Savannah State is traveling to Fort Valley, Georgia on next Saturday to take on Fort Valley State, a team who I think that they win today. Fort Valley State may have won today. Just do a quick scoreboard watch throughout the SIAC here, if we can pull that up and find that information here and kind of give you guys an idea of what's been going on around the SIAC. They were taking on Allen University. I think I heard the announcer say that that they were winning that contest. Yes, right now with 12-10 remaining in the third quarter, Fort Valley has a 21-8 lead. So Fort Valley State, that'll be a lot to play left in that game. We've seen Allen rally from being down 27 just a couple of weekends ago, so we're not going to write them off. Well, that's going to do it for our broadcast. We want to thank everyone from Savannah State for helping us, their hospitality. Got to thank our executive producer, Roy Evans, and Melody Edwards for their part in this. Travis, give a shout out to our camera operators today.
We have our camera operators and 2 Savannah State students, and Patrick and Quantez Miles, both juniors here at Savannah State University. Did a great job on the camera tonight.
And shout out to you, Travis. Did a great job today, man. So that's going to do it for our broadcast here. No 5th quarter. I'm disappointed. No 5th quarter, Edward Waters. It's not that far away. But anyway, that's going to do it for our broadcast from Savannah State. Final score, Edward Waters 26, Savannah State 25. Until we see you again, thank you for watching our coverage of Savannah State football live on the Black College Sports Network.